And we are live. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back in to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I usually do college basketball games, but I got a special one for tonight for you guys. NBA action in store. My first ever live stream of play-by-play for NBA games. So here I am. I'll be doing more NBA games more frequently right after the college basketball season is finished. What is up, Rogue Dog? Thanks so much, man, for joining me back here. We got the Celtics going at it tonight against the Pacers. Should be a good one. Both of these teams with even records right now, 47 and 32 overall for both of these teams. And what's on the line tonight is that home court advantage in the NBA playoffs, as these two teams are destined to meet each other next week in the first round, both battling for that 4 and 5 seed right now. So the Celtics hitting the road to Indianapolis to take on the Pacers for this one. Both of these teams coming away with 2 of the past wins in a row. The Celtics, both of their wins against the Miami Heat, they beat them on Monday and Wednesday, as the Celtics beat the Heat 110-105. As Al Horford, that was the game that he had a triple-double in that one. Horford, that was his second career triple-double. You have to go all the way back to 2015 with his last triple-double as a Celtic. But the Celtics held off a 23-point comeback that game against the Miami Heat to win by 5 points, 110-105. The Heat cut the Celtics lead to 3 points, but that's as close as it came, as the Celtics got the W in that one. And then the last game for Boston, the Celtics won by 10 points against the Heat, 112-102. That was on Wednesday, where Kyrie dropped 23 points, Al Horford 21, and off the bench, Gordon Hayward with 25. So I'll be doing much more NBA streams after the college basketball season's done. This is actually my first ever stream doing NBA action, so pretty excited for this one here. Celtics Pacers, going to get ready to go at it in a few minutes from now. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play to basketball games. Not only March Madness right now, because we're wrapping up the March Madness season, but then after the March Madness season, we're going straight into the NBA playoffs, guys. But here we are with action that will start off in a few minutes. They've met each other 3 times this season, the Celtics and the Pacers. This is how it's gone. The first game was back on November 3rd, where the Celtics lost against the Pacers. It was a 1-point game. It was at Indianapolis, where the Pacers won 102-101, as Victor Oladipo hit the game-winning 3-point shot with 3 seconds left in that one. Unfortunately for the Pacers, their leading scorer, Victor Oladipo, is not anymore starting for the team. He was the team's leading scorer, averaging about 18.8 points per game, but he had that season-ending injury in late January where he ruptured his quad tendon in his right knee. So Oladipo out for the season, but they've had a couple players step up. One of them spent Thaddeus Young the past 2 games, leading scorer for the Pacers, 19 points for Young against the Detroit Pistons in the game on Monday. And then the game on Wednesday, Thaddeus Young had another 21 points against Detroit in the win over them on Wednesday. So the past 2 games, it's gone like this for Indiana. They've got both of their wins against the Pistons, 111-102 on Monday, and then they beat the Pistons on Wednesday, 108-89. So I call play-by-play to basketball games. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe as well. Should be a good one tonight. Celtics going up at it against the Pacers. So the Pacers, last 10 games, they have a record of 3-7, as they've been struggling lately, but they have one of the best defenses in all of the NBA right now. They rank first in fewest points allowed on the season, only allowing their opponents to around 104 points per game. The Celtics, they're first in the Eastern Conference in free throw shooting percentage as a team. They shoot the ball just below 81% from the charity stripe. They also rank second in steals in the Eastern Conference, right behind who they're playing today, the Indiana Pacers. So both of these teams going at it in a few minutes. Going to be calling play-by-play. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. And then, of course, Final Four action. I'll be back with Texas Tech against Michigan State on Saturday. That's the late game. The first game before that, Auburn going at it against Virginia. That one, I'm not sure how that one will go now. 2 of the leading scorers for Auburn are battling an illness. Bryce Brown and Jared Harper, both of those players combined for 50 out of the 77 points in the win against Kentucky in the Elite Eight, but both of those players battling a sickness or illness right now for the Auburn Tigers. But we're going to get here to action hopefully momentarily here. Going to update you guys on what's going on in the NBA. So both of these teams right now, Celtics and Pacers, battling for the 4 and 5 spots in the Eastern Conference. Right in front of them, the Philadelphia 76ers in third place right now, 2 games above the Celtics and the Pacers in the Eastern Conference. As we look to the scores around the NBA, this is how they've looked so far in this one. Orlando Magic crushing the Atlanta Hawks right now, 76-42, as that one's winding down, getting ready towards about halftime in that game. So the Magic crushing the Hawks right now. Toronto Raptors up by 8 against the Hornets at the moment, 65-57. And other game going on right now, San Antonio Spurs up against the Washington Wizards, 77-58. We got ourselves the 4th game of the night tipping off in a few minutes from now. Celtics going at it against Pacers. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button down below, subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Moving towards the NBA action right after the college basketball season wraps up. So what is up, Midwest Sports? Bringing you guys back to NBA action here. So I usually do college basketball, but here I am doing some NBA action here. Do not click on that link. I'm going to try to see if I can delete that from here, from the videos right now. But thank you guys so much for joining me. And I usually call college games, but I'll be moving to the NBA and more NBA games right after. So yeah, I just removed that link. So if you guys saw that, make sure not to click on it. But also, I'll be uploading a lot more college basketball content right after the NCAA tournament finals gets over with on Monday. Hopefully, I'll have some more videos for you guys and more college basketball content of what's been going on in college basketball. Maybe like a wrap-up of like a year in review or so of what happened in college. So that would be awesome. So it looks like the event right now is in the commercial break. So we should be getting the action in a few minutes here. Celtics versus Pacers. I just took that off. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to action here momentarily with this game. What's at stake? Well, we got home court advantage for both of these teams as they're both tied right now at 4th place inside the Eastern Conference with records of 47-32 overall. So yeah, what's up, guys? Russell's in the chat, Rogue Dog's in the chat, Midwest Sports as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. Hopefully we'll get to action here. We were just on a commercial break, but it looks like we're loading the graphic up as we're at the Bankers Life Field House in Indianapolis. So the Celtics hitting the road for this one to take on the Pacers. So this one should start any minute from now between both of these teams as yeah, a lot at stake here with the playoffs. Of course, the leading scorer and leading assist man for the Celtics, that is Kyrie Irving. He has 30 points in 18 games this season, 30 or more points for Kyrie, leading the way, averaging just below 24 points per game. He dropped 30 points against the Pacers. That was a week ago. March 29th, they played each other. That was the last game where they won 114-112 in that one. But yeah, Kyrie dropped 23 points against Miami Heat. That was on Wednesday, where it was 112-102. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball games. Started out doing college. We'll slip into the NBA here since we're getting ready for playoffs next week. So right after college ball, I'll be doing some more NBA streams here. As the Pacers coming off that win in their last game, 108-89 against the Pistons. So that was Thaddeus Young, who had 21 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists in the last game for Indiana. So Thaddeus Young coming on strong the past few games here, as he's averaging just below 13 points per game this season, but he had 19 points on Monday against Detroit, and then he had 21 points as well. So here we are, guys. Coming up next. Celtics Pacers. We're almost here. Taking a lot a lot longer to tip off. Usually, when you see 8 o'clock tip off or so, it takes a long time though for some of these games to get on their way. Hopefully, we'll get to the tip off here. So they're still talking pregame at the moment. Usually, it takes like 10 minutes or so to get into this one, but we're almost here. Yeah, Russell Johnson, definitely impressive NBA game. Both of these teams have the same records. And yeah, we got basically home court advantage on the line. Whoever can win this game has a pretty good chance at coming out as the 4th seed in the playoffs for this one. So playoffs next week. Whoever loses this, most likely a 5 seed. Whoever comes out winning this, possibly a 4 seed. It depends on how the rest of the schedule goes. So after this game, there's only 2 more games remaining for both of these teams. The Celtics play on Sunday at 5 p.m. against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn right now is tied for 7th in the East with a record of 39-40 on the season. And then on Wednesday at 8 p.m., the Celtics play against the Atlanta Hawks. As the Hawks right now, they have a record of 29-50 overall. They're 12th in the East at the moment. But for the Pacers, they play. Oh no, that was the Pacers that I did. So the Pacers play the Nets and the Hawks. Yeah. And then the Celtics play the Magic on Sunday, 7:30. So the Celtics play the Magic, who's also tied for 7th in the Eastern Conference. Same exact record as the Nets. And then the Celtics play the 11th place team in the East, the Washington Wizards. So, yeah, I heard that too, that they were shutting down LeBron. So, yeah, Rogue Dog's asking me. I think it's concerning. Yeah, I found an article here. Lakers shut down LeBron and Embiid's concerning knee tendonitis. So I found an article here about knee tendonitis. That's why in this article right here they said that they were going to shut down LeBron. But yeah, we're almost getting ready for tip-off. Takes a while to get into these games. Usually the college games, they tip them off like within a matter of minutes. Here we are, almost 15 minutes past 8 o'clock, and we haven't even got ready to tip off this. But if you're new to my channel, hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. As I call basketball games play-by-play. So if you're new, make sure to hit that like button. So we're almost here, getting ready for action momentarily as we look to one of the key players for the Pacers tonight, Bojan Bogdanovic. He's averaging 22.5 points per game in the last 2 months of action here for Bogdanovic. He's the leading scorer for the Pacers, averaging just above 18 points per game. So that's the player to watch out for. Of course, on the other side for the Celtics, the point guard Kyrie. He dropped 30 points a week ago on March 29th against the Pacers. So, of course, Kyrie going to be the player to watch out for tonight for the Celtics. So we look to that injury report here. I have it for the Celtics. It looks like Jaylen Brown doubtful tonight with back spasms in his lower back. Al Horford, left knee soreness, is a probable tonight. And Marcus Morris is out with right knee soreness. So that's how the injury report is gone for the Celtics. We are still 15 minutes past the hour, and nothing is going on with tip-off just yet. Still doing player introductions on the court, so still haven't even got things going here. Looking at the starting lineup, so we look Kyrie Irving, Marcus Smart in there, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Aaron Baines. Horford and Baines, of course, here, 2 big men on the Celtics team in the starting lineup. So that's the Celtics lineup. Look to the Pacers lineup. Corey Joseph in there, Wesley Matthews, Bojan Bogdanovic, Thaddeus Young coming off 2 strong games for the Pacers, and Miles Turner in there as well for Indiana. Miles Turner, the center on this team, ranking 1st right now in the NBA in blocks per game. So here we are, guys, getting ready for tip-off here. Battle for a possible home court advantage next week in the NBA playoffs as We're at center court here. Baines and Turner for the tip-off. Celtics in the green away jerseys, white lettering. Pacers in the gray jerseys, dark blue lettering, yellow outline. Here we are getting ready to action. Celtics with the ball. They pass it. Going inside. They kick it back outside. Right corner three. Baines knocks it down to start it off. Aaron Baines from three-point land hits that one home. 3-0 Boston. Pacers now with the ball. We just got here to action. Boston with a 3-point lead. Pacers, top of the key. They have it. They lob it over to the top of the free throw circle. Right elbow here with Miles Turner. Turner passes left wing. They feed it out. Top of the key three taken by Indiana. No good. Rebounded by Tatum. Jason Tatum gets the ball. Takes it past the timeline here. Right wing perimeter for Tatum. Dribbling right side baseline. Passes it back outside. Left corner. Now Tatum has the ball again. Setting up the offense. Left baseline, dribbling now to the left wing of the perimeter. 11:08 left to go in the first quarter. Tatum passes. Left elbow jumper alley-oop. Because it was short, alley-oop went from Horford. Slammed it down right there by Baines. 5-zip Celtics. This one just started. Going to update you guys with the score here in the chat. Indiana with the ball. Celtics with a 5-0 lead, 10:45 left to go. Indiana try to lay it up and too short on the backboard. Celtics with a rebound, no foul call. They take it past the timeline. Right wing, three-point perimeter. Tatum with the ball, passes it off. Right wing, Horford hands it off to Tatum. Tatum now, three ball from outside, no good. Rebounded by Indiana. That was Thaddeus Young with a rebound. Make sure to hit those like buttons, guys, down below. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. 10:20 left to go in the first quarter. Just updated the score for you guys. 5-0 Boston. Indiana backing their way. Spin move. Low post. They pass it. Right wing three from the outside. Knocks it down right there by the Pacers. Cutting the Boston lead. 5-3 early on. As I call play-by-play of basketball games. Celtics up by 2. They have the ball. That was a free throw circle jumper. No good. Hit the bottom part of the iron. Rebounded by Indiana. So Indiana gets the ball. 5-3 game. It's Midwest Sports here. Did you hear about the new rules? I have not yet, Midwest Sports. About the new rules, but just remove that again. Might have to do user timeout for that person the next time we go around, but Boston goes down their length of the court, gets the bucket. 7-3 right now. Pacers with the ball. Dribbles inside. No good. As they try to hit that shot. Home and a key. No good. As we got Aisha Dukor. What is up, man, in the chat? Thanks so much for joining me in here. So I call play-by-play for basketball games. Boston with a huge bucket from outside. 10-3 lead right now for the Celtics. So I'm going to update you guys here in the chat with a score. Celtics with a 7-point lead. Indiana with the ball. So we have 8:50 left to go in the first quarter. Indiana right wing, three-point perimeter. And he passed that one to the right elbow. We got Line Harris in the chat. What is up, Line? Thank you so much for joining me, guys. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This is actually my first ever NBA stream. Nice pass inside, but Baines couldn't finish to the hoop. Too strong off the backboard. Rebounded by the Pacers. Indiana trying to take it inside, and no good on the layup, but they got fouled on the play, and Indiana will go to the line to shoot 2. So number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic, went into the lane. He got fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the line. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. So I do more of the college basketball game. I'll have the Final Four for you guys on Saturday and also the national championship on Monday. But I've done like all college basketball games. I'll be moving into the NBA playoffs right after. I'll be doing some more NBA games right after the college season's finished. First shot at the line goes down for Bogdanovic. 10-6 the score right now. Pacers at the line. They are down by 4. We have 10:21 left to go in the first. Second shot goes down for Bogdanovic. 10-7 right now is the score. I appreciate for the sub. Thank you so much, man. So here we are, back to action. Celtics with a 3-point lead. They pass it left wing perimeter with Tatum. Tatum dribbles towards the top of the key and now dribbles towards the right elbow. Passes left wing Horford. Horford now passes left wing Kyrie. Kyrie, left baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Indiana. 7:55 left to go. Indiana with the ball at the right corner of the three-point arc. This is Corey Joseph dribbling right side baseline, feeds the ball into his teammate, puts up the hook, and up and in. The runner in the lane goes down right there by Thaddeus Young. Yeah, Midwest Sports. Oh, that was the new rule. Yeah, I heard about that yesterday. That you can't live stream from your phone unless you have 1,000 subscribers. As that jumper from the free throw circle goes down for Boston, 12-9 Celtics with a 3-point lead. Indiana now with the ball dribbling, and they have it at the top of the key. They take the open 3-ball shot, and they knock it down from outside right there. Miles Turner hits the 3. We're tied up at 12. Gonna update you guys with the score. So, yeah, I heard about that new rule on YouTube that Midwest Sports is pointing out, that if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, you can't stream on mobile. You can only stream on your laptop, which I'm doing right now. Tatum floats up the shot. It's short, rebounded by Indiana here, weaving in and out of players, and they take the open 3, and they get that one airballed from the outside. Bogdanovich tried to save it before it went out of bounds, but he touched the baseline right there. 6:53 left to go in the first. We are tied at 12 apiece here. Home court advantage possible for the playoffs right now. That's what's up for stake between both of these teams with the same record. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. So yeah, interesting game here. Both of these teams battling out for the 4 seed right now. As yeah, I'm actually from Massachusetts myself, which I'm sporting the Celtics jersey here. I'm from Massachusetts, about 50 minutes south from Boston, 20 minutes from Providence. So, yeah, this is actually my first ever NBA stream, so I'm pumped up for this. So, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. So, yeah, Liney from Indiana. That's awesome. So, yeah, I got a pretty good mix in here in the chat who you guys like, so that is awesome here. A lot up for stake between both of these teams. Let's look at the NBA scoreboard right now since we're at it. Orlando Magic absolutely destroying the Atlanta Hawks tonight, as the Magic is up 81-48 at halftime in that game. San Antonio, the Spurs, playing against the Washington Wizards right now. Spurs with a 79-61 lead in that action. Rockets with an early lead against the Knicks, 22-12. And looks like the Timberwolves have the 4-point lead against the Heat right now, 22-18. So that's what's going on in NBA action at the moment. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below, subscribe as well. And I'll be back. College basketball action, I'll actually be back tomorrow night. Got 2 of those Final 4 games for you guys. Texas Tech, Michigan State. That's the bigger one. That's the late night game, the second game tomorrow night. And then the first game, Auburn going at it against Virginia. Both of the leading star players for Auburn, both of those guys are battling an illness right now. Bryce Brown and Jared Harper for the Tigers. They combined for 50 out of the 77 points in the win against Kentucky. So interesting to see how they respond tomorrow. So Midwest Sports, can you do UConn women's basketball? I'm not sure when that game is right now. I know that I think they're playing like sometime tonight or so. This is the only stream that I planned on doing tonight. I didn't plan to add on the UConn women's basketball to my stream. I wasn't sure, like, if I was to do a women's game, I'm not sure, like, how many people would, like, tune in for my play-by-play for that. That's the reason why. But leading the way here for the Celtics, 5 points by Kyrie, 5 points by Aaron Baines so far in this one. And for the Pacers, 3 points by Miles Turner and 3 points by Wesley Matthews. Looks like Thaddeus Young is 4, leading the way for the Pacers at the moment. So we're going to get back to action here momentarily. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. More NBA streams for you guys right after the college season is done. I'll be back next week, most likely with an NBA game for you guys. So what is at stake here? Basically, home court advantage when it comes to the playoffs next week. Both of these teams with a 47-32 record. Both of these squads have won their past 2 games. Here we are, back to action, guys. Celtics with the ball. They feed it inside, and no good on the layup. Offensive rebound and put back right there. It goes down for the C's. Marcus Morris gets 2 more to add in for the Celtics. 14-12 right now. Under 6.5 left to go before the first quarter ends. Pacers trying to drive inside. No good on the layup. Too short, but they get fouled, and Thaddeus Young will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I'm going to update you guys here with a score in the chat. 14-12 right now. We have 6:22 left to go, and the Pacers shooting 2 here at the free throw line with Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young on the season for Indiana is a 66% free throw shooter. First shot, it's a miss with 6:22 left to go in the first. So 14-12 still the score right now. Second shot from the line by Young. No good. Hit the rim. Short. Rebounded by Boston. So 14-12 still the score. Tatum with the ball takes it past the timeline. He's at the right wing of the three-point perimeter. Passes it off to Hayward. Hayward trying to dribble inside now. In the lane. Passes it back out on top. Top of the key 3 from outside by Boston. No good by Kyrie. Rattled out. Rebounded by Indiana. 6 minutes left to go. Indiana with the ball. Bogdanovich passes it to the right corner, three-point perimeter here for the Pacers. They pass it back to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich tries to take it inside, dishes it back outside. Left wing 3 by Indiana, no good. Hits the top of the iron, rebounded by Tatum. 14-12 the score, 5:40 left to go in the first quarter. Tatum passes that ball off. Horford takes the 3, knocks it down right there for Big Al from the outside. They give him the 2. His foot was on the line, 16-12 right now. Boston with a 4-point lead. Indiana going inside in the lane. They lay it up and in off the glass. Close one here, guys. 16-14. 5:20 left to go in the first. Boston with a lead. Kyrie, step back jumper, right baseline. Banks that one down right there for Irving. 18-14. 5:10 left to go in the first. Indiana with the ball. They pass it right wing perimeter. Pacers down by 4. This is Wesley Matthews. He passes right elbow here. The Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young, spin move inside the paint. No good off the top of the iron. Offensive rebound. Putback goes down for Miles Turner. 2-point game. 18-16 at the moment. Boston with the ball. Kyrie. Baseline right side jumper. Knocks it down right there by Kyrie with 4:40 left to go. Scoring is aplenty right now. 20-16. Boston has the lead. Indiana with the ball. They pass it. Left wing perimeter. The Pacers puts that ball into the hands here of Wesley Matthews. No good on a 3-ball. Rebounded by Boston. Hayward has it. Left wing perimeter. 4:20 left to go in the first. And a foul committed on the reach-in right there by Indiana. That was number 23, Wesley Matthews, who tried to go for the reach-in. 4:20 left remaining. Going to update you guys here with the score. So still 20-16 the score. We have 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Actually, it looks like they changed the call there. So it was an offensive screen that happened, and looks like Indiana gets the ball back. So it was a turnover by Boston on the play. Pacers get it back. So the Pacers have the ball now. 4-point lead by Boston. Left wing 3 by Indiana from the outside. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded by Horford. Horford puts that ball into the hands of Kyrie. Kyrie now at the free throw circle. Passes that one back. Top of the key 3 Celtics. No good from the outside. Rebounded by Indiana. Under 4 left to go in the first quarter. Indiana with the ball down by 4. They dribble towards the top of the key here. They pass a right wing perimeter to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich dribbling at the right elbow. Passes right corner perimeter, and ball almost off the fingertips there for the Pacers, but they take control of it. Spin move inside the paint. Tries to go inside. Jumper to baseline, and Jason Tatum with a block right there for Boston. Celtics with the ball. Horford now, right wing perimeter. Dribbling with it. He's at the right elbow, trying to back his way inside. Here's Big Al Horford, gets it stolen away. Indiana with numbers here in transition. Tries to go inside, and they put up the shot and lay it up and in. 2-point game right now, 20-18. Going to update you guys with the score here. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. We got 3:18 left to go in the first quarter. 20-18 the score. Boston up by 2. So I'm going to update you guys. Since we're on this commercial break, we just headed right into commercial break. So I'm going to update you guys here with the leading scores for both of these teams right now. Leading the way for the Celtics, 9 points at the moment by Kyrie Irving. He also has an assist to go along with that as well. 4 points by Al Horford, as he's the leading rebounder for the Celtics team, but not the leading rebounder right now. Tatum has 3 rebounds, Baines has 3, Horford with 2 at the moment. Some Midwest sports. Read my last comment. I already let you know about the UConn women's basketball or so, because I know you asked me about that. I'm not sure if I'd be able to get that because I'm not sure when I'd be able to stream that. But the new rule is the other thing you were asking me about. That new rule with the 1,000 subscribers, you can only stream on mobile on your phone on YouTube. You can only go live if you only have 1,000 subscribers. So that's a new rule. I just heard about that last night. Yeah, because Bobby's channel, he does play-by-play, and that's the only way that Bobby is able to stream from his phone. He doesn't have a laptop, so that's the only way that he's been able to do play-by-play. So that's really unfortunate. Really sad for the people who were like streaming from their phones the whole time or so, and now have to buy like a $500 laptop to do it. But luckily here, I have the stream going for you guys. But leading the way for the Pacers at the moment, looks like there's 2 players with 5 points. Wesley Matthews with 5, Miles Turner with 5 as well. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button. Down below, subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball games. We're going to get back to action here momentarily. Currently on a commercial break. 3:18 left to go in the first. And the score, Boston 20, Indiana 18. Yeah, that's really unfortunate that all those people who used to stream off their phones aren't able to do that anymore because you need 1,000 subs. But you're able to stream off your laptop. It's so weird how they just made that new rule last night. That is so weird. But let's look around the NBA right now at the other scores at the moment. So Orlando Magic's crushing the Hawks with 9:15 left to go in the third quarter, 85-56 in that one. The Spurs up against the Wizards by 20, 86-66. The Knicks getting crushed against the Rockets. Rockets winning 32-16, and the Timberwolves in the close one against the Heat, 30-29, as that one's ending the first quarter momentarily right now. The Detroit Pistons going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, 29-25. Pistons with a 4-point lead with 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. So here we are, guys. Commercial break between the Celtics and the Pacers. Going to get back to action here right after the commercial break. And here we are, guys. Back to action. So 3:15 left to go in the first. Celtics with the ball. Hayward now dribbling at the right elbow for Gordon. Passes that one inside of Baines and stolen away by Indiana. The Pacers with a steal. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They take it past the timeline here. They pass it. Right side baseline, trying to work their way inside here for the Pacers. Jumper goes down by Domantas Sabonis for Indiana. We're tied up at 20. So he was working on Baines inside the low post. Baines couldn't force the bad shot, and Celtics now with the ball. Moving it around the perimeter. Kyrie trying to dribble in the lane, and Kyrie, no good on the layup. Couldn't finish to the hole. Rebounded by Indiana here. 20-20, the score's even. Pacers with the ball, left corner 3. Indiana, swoosh from the outside. They take the lead. So Indiana currently with a lead against Boston in this one. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Celtics come back, hitting a 2 of their own, cutting the Pacers lead to 1 right now. 23-22, the score. Gonna update you guys here with a chat with the score. So we have 2 minutes even left to play. No good on the shot by Indiana. Offensive rebound. That one goes in with 1:50 left on the clock for Indiana. They have a 3-point lead right now. 25-22 off the offensive board. Boston with the ball. Trying to dribble inside. Oh, nice feed into the lane. And Aaron Baines puts that one home for 2 more for the Celtics. 1-point game. Celtics down by 1. Indiana with the ball. Right side baseline. Dribbling with it. Jumper for the Pacers. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded by Baines. Baines puts that one into the hands right here for the Boston Celtics. That is Marcus Smart with the ball, and a jumper taken from the outside right there. No good by Kyrie. Rebounded by the Pacers. So Indiana right now with a 25-24 lead. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, guys. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. So Indiana now in the lane. They float up the shot. And that one rattles in right there. And the shot, the second attempt goes down for the Pacers. So 27-24. Indiana up by 3. Boston with the ball. Down by 3. They take it past the timeline here. This is Marcus Smart, who has it at the edge of the Pacer logo. Smart passes. Left wing perimeter. Hayward back to Smart. Takes the three-point shot from the right wing. Airballed by Smart. Rebounded by Indiana. 38 seconds left to go before halftime. Pacers now full head of steam. Underneath the basket, they dribble. Feeding into their teammate. No good as it hit the rim short and the ball goes out of bounds. Boston will get the ball back here on the inbound with 31.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So a couple missed shots by Boston has led to the other end with Indiana baskets, and this one is the first quarter is winding down. 30 seconds remaining. Boston down by 3. They have the ball as they put it into their hands off the inbound. Terry Rozier in the game off the bench here for the Celtics. Passes at the right corner perimeter to Hayward. He passes right corner here for Boston. Trying to make their way inside and stolen away from behind by Indiana as it was tipped up in the air. Let's see what the refs roll. The ball went out of bounds. And it looks like the Pacers will get the ball back here. So they tip that ball away and they'll get the ball back. So 10 seconds left to go before the first quarter ends. Indiana has a chance to add to their lead. They're trying to make their way into the lane. They pass it back outside. Now they maneuver back into the lane. No good. Too strong. Offensive rebound. No good at the horn, and the bucket could not go. And we got ourselves to the end of the first quarter in this one. So Indiana 27, Boston 24. That is the end of the first. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button. Down below, subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. And we'll be back for the second quarter, as that is a wrap-up of the first quarter right now. 27 Indiana, 24 Boston. I'll go into the box score stats with you guys, updating you guys on what happened here in the first quarter. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit those like buttons as well. So for the Celtics, leading the way, 11 points by Kyrie in the first quarter for Boston. Let's see who else got in there for the Celtics. 7 points by Aaron Baines, 4 points by Al Horford. Off the bench, looks like only 2 bench points so far by the Celtics, as Marcus Morris is responsible for those 2 bench points. For the Pacers, the leading scorer has 8 points right now, as that is Domantas Sabonis right now with 8 points for the Pacers, and 5 points so far, Miles Turner and Wesley Matthews. So Lane Harris in the chat, Indiana fan. Big game for both of these teams. Even records, 47-32 overall. Basically, these two teams will be most likely playing each other next week for the playoffs. Both of these teams already clinched a playoff berth, and they have the same record. So this is a battle of who will be the 4 seed, who will be the 5 seed in the NBA playoffs, basically. And then right behind them in the Eastern Conference looks like this. There's 3 teams battling it out with 39 wins on the season, and only 2 of those, 3 teams with 39 wins, another team with 38 wins. So this is what we got here in the battle for 6 through 9 in the Eastern Conference. Detroit with a record of 39-39. They're a half a game above the Brooklyn Nets and the Orlando Magic. Both of those teams with 39-40 records right now. And then the Miami Heat with 1 win short of 39-40, having a record of 38-40 right now for the Heat, dropping those past 2 games against the C's. And then the Charlotte Hornets, slim chances getting in right now to the playoffs with a record of 36-42. So that's how the NBA playoffs look right now inside the standings in the Eastern Conference at the moment. So Kyrie Irving right now leading the way for the Celtics, as IJ Alonzo pointing it out here in the chat. Thanks so much, man, for joining me in. But yeah, Kyrie right now, 11 points leading the way for Boston. So that is the end of the first quarter. Let's look at some of these team stats here, since I'll run it through you guys. 16 points in the paint so far by Indiana, 10 so far by the Celtics. So Indiana up in the points in the paint category at the moment here. What's been killing the Celtics so far in the early stages here is the turnovers. 4 turnovers right now from IC. So hopefully they'll be able to get back in the second quarter and remaining that more careful with the ball here for Boston. But actually, they're shooting the ball well from the field. 50% in that first quarter shooting the ball. 11 for 22 from the field by Boston. Indiana's 39% shooting in the first quarter. So here we are, guys, almost ready to get back to action with the second quarter. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Here we are, guys. We are back to the second quarter. Indiana with the ball. They have it top of the key. They pass it inside. Spin move. Inside the key. They pass it back out on top. The Pacers trying to dribble. They float up the shot. No good. Missed shot. Offensive rebound, though, so they get the ball back. They have it at the free throw circle. They pass it back to the top of the key now to the right wing of the three-point perimeter here for Indiana. As they pass it inside underneath the basket, a turnover. Underneath the basket as they passed it back. It got into the hands of a Celtic. Boston now with the ball, trying to back their way inside the low post. Marcus Morris puts that one into the hands of Hayward. Hayward floats up the shot, and the key goes down by Boston. 1 point game, Indiana with a lead, 27-26. So we have 11 minutes left to go in the first. Indiana with the ball, and that's a steal. Going the other way, here we are. Jason Tatum all alone. Slam jam right there by Tatum. Celtics take back the lead, 28-27 off the steal. 10:50 left to go in the second quarter. Whoops, going to update you guys here. 10:50 left to go in the second quarter. Boston with a lead, 28-27. Missed shot by Indiana. Rebounded by Boston. So the Celtics have it. Tatum at the left side baseline trying to work his way inside and get ourselves a foul called on the play. So I'm going to update you guys for the score here. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys. Down below, subscribe as well, as I do play-by-play of basketball action here and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So we have 10:32 left to go. 1 point lead by Boston. They'll get the ball back here in the inbound. They pass it top of the key off to Baines. Baines passes right wing here to Hayward. Back to the top of the key with Tatum. Tatum trying to work his way inside, and he tried to lay that up there. Hit the bottom of the rim short, but it was tipped off by a Pacers player on that play. So Boston will get the inbound back here with 10:25 left to go in the second. 28-27 to score. Marcus Morris to inbound pass this ball for Boston. He passes left corner. Open shot. Terry Rozier knocks it down from the outside right there by Terry. So Terry Rozier coming in off the bench. Big three-point shot. Open from the left corner. Off the baseline pass. 31-27. Three-pointer knocks that down. Training threes from the outside right now. 31-30. We have 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Boston with the ball, left wing three-point perimeter with Rozier. Terry Rozier passes to the left corner, jumper Tatum. Tatum no good from behind the arc and rebounded by Indiana as we have another foul on the play with 9:52 left to go in the second. So both of these teams trading off the last three-point shots and then a miss by Boston from the outside with a foul called. So we're going to get back to action here. Boston with the ball. This is Gordon Hayward now at the free throw circle trying to make his way inside the low post, and he finishes to the hole right there for Hayward, adding in another one, 33. Looks like the last basket because it was a 30 by Indiana, and they knocked that one down from that right there. So 33-32 right now is the score. Boston with a 1 point lead, and they have the ball now with 9:20 left to go. So let's see here. Russell Johnson asking, Horford was questionable game time decision. If he would play and he is playing, does he look injured? Looking by this, he doesn't really look injured at all. He's been doing pretty well so far, so he doesn't look hurt at all right now. So Boston with the lead at the moment, 33-32. As Gordon Hayward was trying to dribble inside, he got fouled, so he'll take two shots at the line. First shot from the free throw line by Hayward goes down. Boston with a 2 point lead. So Gordon Hayward is at the free throw line here for the Celtics. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Second shot at the free throw line goes down for Gordon here as the Celtics have the lead. 35-32 right now. with around 9-10 left to go in the second quarter. The Pacers with the ball. They take it past the timeline here. They're dribbling towards the top of the key, and now they work their way inside. They pass it inside underneath the basket, trying to back their way inside, working on Baines underneath the basket. They get fouled on the play, and they'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So we have 9 minutes even left to go. Looks like number 20 at the free throw line for Indiana. That's Doug McDermott. He went to Creighton University. His father was the head coach there. So Russell Johnson, he read a basketball statistic that just blew me away today. John Stockton took the Utah Jazz to the playoffs every single year he played 19 seasons. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. Wow, that's a great statistic right there. He's basically like the Tom Brady of the NBA. Basically, as one shot went down at the free throw line by Indiana, made the first one. Second shot, no good by McDermott, rebounded by the Celtics here. Boston with the ball at the free throw circle. They pass it back outside as they have it into the hands of Marcus Morris. Morris now, top of the key. Now trying to dribble inside. Stolen away by Indiana here. Indiana with numbers on the fast break transition, and they missed a layup. An offensive rebound, no good. Second offensive rebound, no good. They got a third, though. They put it back outside. Three-point shot from the right wing goes down by Indiana. What a comedy of plays right there. Boston could not get the rebound alone. There were 3 offensive rebounds on that last possession by Indiana. And finally, one led to a bucket. Worst case for Boston is a three-pointer, as Hayward tried to dribble inside, and with 8:10 left to go, looks like we have a stoppage in time on the court. See what happened here, trying to dribble inside for Hayward. So he just tried to work his way inside there with a pro hop and the key, and yeah, looked like he just got a little bit out of control there with a pro hop on the key, but there was a foul committed by Indiana on the play. So Boston will get the ball back. Here's Hayward with it, left wing perimeter with 8:05 left to go. Hayward dribbles towards the top of the key here for the Celtics. 36 Indiana, 35 Boston. Hayward, jumper, knocks that one down right there from the free throw circle. Boston with a 1-point lead, 37-36. We have 7:50 left to go. Pacers now with the ball. They take it past the timeline. And now they try to float it inside. They float it back outside. Dribbling right wing 3 from the outside, and no good. Hit the rim short, as that one was no good by Tyreke Evans. Rebounded by Boston here. Boston with the ball. Rozier dribbling towards the top of the key. Terry Rozier passes right wing perimeter to Jason Tatum. Tatum inside. Gets the basket on the play. Let's see if it will count, though. Yep, it will. So basket goes down by Jason Tatum, trying to dribble right there into the lane, and Indiana got called with a blocking foul as well, so Tatum will shoot 1 at the line. 39 for Boston. The Celtics currently up by 3, 39-36. Jason Tatum shooting some shots here at the free throw line. So here we are, guys, 7:25 left to go in the second quarter. So this is Jason Tatum going to the free throw line to shoot this and one. Knocks it down. 40-36. Celtics with a 4-point lead. 7:20 left to go. Pacers with the ball. They take it past the timeline. They pass it left wing 3-point perimeter. Pacers pass it. Left corner 3 from the outside. No good. Hit the top of the backboard, so it'll be Boston's ball with 7:09 left to go. So Lane Harris says, honestly, I think we're going to lose. We have no chance against the Celtics. Honestly, you really don't know because, yeah, good point, Russell, saying in this one that you guys are playing at home in Indiana. Also, Boston's had trouble closing out the year, or closing out the games as well, these past few games. They had a 23-point lead against the Heat on Monday, as that was a 3-ball, hit the rim short by Boston, got the offensive rebound. Celtics had a 23-point lead against the Heat. The Heat cut it to 3 points, and Boston won that game by 5. So they've had a lot of trouble closing out games as of late. There was, I think, a 28-point comeback back in January by the Lakers against the Celtics. in that one. But here we are, guys, back to action. Boston just banked the shot home, 42-36. Indiana down by 6. They have the ball at the right elbow, trying to back their way inside the low post here for the Pacers. Hook shot jumper. That one gets the friendly roll into the bucket, 42-38. 6:20 left to go. Celtics with the ball now. Rozier at the top of the key, passes left wing to Tatum, passes left baseline to Horford. Horford passes right wing. Outside passes right corner. 3, no good from the outside there by Marcus Smart. Rebounded here by the Pacers. 6:05 left to go. Indiana with the ball. They have it left elbow. They pass it back out on top, trying to make their way inside, and they pass it back, and they turn over the ball. So they were at the left corner of the three-point perimeter. They got stripped of the ball. So Boston now with it. They have it right wing, three-point arc with Tatum now. Tatum trying to float up the shot inside, hits the top of the iron, fight for the rebound. Indiana has it. 5:40 left to go. Pacers with the ball, down by 4. And looks like we got a foul called on the play with 5:38 left to go. So going to update you guys here with the score. So yeah, yep, going to update you guys here with a score. Close game between both of these teams, but right now 42-38 Boston with a 4-point lead. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action. So I just updated you guys with the score here in the chat. Celtics with a 4-point lead, 42-38. When we do get back to action, we'll have 5:38 left to go in the second quarter. So hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. So let's see where right here. Looking at the leading scorers so far in this game, Kyrie still stuck at 11 points so far by the Celtics. And for the Pacers, let's see their leading scorer. It's off the bench with Domantas Sabonis. He has 10 points right now for Indiana, leading the way. So that's what's going on so far with both of these teams. What's at stake? Home court advantage when it comes to the first round of the playoffs next week. Shooting from the floor, it's been a different case throughout this entire game. Boston shooting the ball 51% so far from the floor, doing a great job shooting the ball. However, Indiana shooting the ball only 40% from the floor. So the shooting percentage is telling the tale. However, offensive rebounds so far, that belongs to Indiana's way. 8-2 on the boards on the offensive end. Indiana +6 on the offensive boards right now. Indiana also +5 on the total rebounds together so far. Hey, what is up, Cushman Baseball Chat? Thank you so much, man, for joining me in here. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. My first ever NBA stream tonight, so this is pretty cool. Usually do college basketball. I'll be back tomorrow night doing both of the Final Four games, as I'll be having Auburn going at it against Virginia, the 5 versus 1, and also the late night game should be a good one. Texas Tech, one of the best defenses in all of college basketball, going at it against Michigan State. That should be a good game between the 3 versus the 2. The winner of those 2 games will take it on in the national title game. I'll have that stream for you guys on Monday. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action here momentarily. Celtics with a 4-point lead, 42-38 against Indiana. We have 5:38 left to go when we do get back to action in the second quarter. If you're new to my channel, bang those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play. And not only college games now, moving on to the NBA. So NBA Finals right here is almost here. As Rogue Dog, he says, bro, you should call games professionally. That would be awesome, man. That would be my dream someday, to call games professionally. That would be absolutely incredible. We got the orange whip. Yep. Classic. But yeah, man, that would be my dream, to call games professionally someday for you guys. Put me on a network. That would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, I've only been doing this for 2 months now. I'm recently new to YouTube, 2 months at it. Started out doing college games, and now, since college is done and over, doing the NBA. I know a whole lot more, though, about college ball and stuff. Like, I follow, like, bracketology and all that stuff. A lot about, like, the college teams, like all their schedules and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Celtics going at it against the Pacers. Both of these teams, 2 games remaining after this. Pacers play the Brooklyn Nets. And also, they'll play the Atlanta Hawks. So those are the two games for the Pacers, while the Celtics go at it Sunday against the Magic and also Tuesday against the Washington Wizards. Here we are, guys, back to action. Celtics with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Marcus Smart puts that ball now left wing perimeter with it with Gordon Hayward. Looks like it's Daniel Tice in the game for the Celtics now off the bench. Jumper, left side baseline, no good by Kyrie. Rebounded here by Indiana. So the Pacers now with the ball, right corner, three-point perimeter. They pass it back, top of the key, deep three, no good. Hit the bottom right-hand corner of the backboard, rebounded by Boston. Celtics now moving in the lane, and 4:53 left to go. They did bank the shot home. There was a push-off on the play, though. Oh, they got the bucket, though, in traffic. So Jason Tatum got it to go. Oh, yeah. So let's see on the last replay here. Indiana tried to take the charge. They couldn't get the charge on the play, and they called looks like an Indiana blocking foul on it. He was almost set in position for the charge. 44-38 right now. Shot at the free throw line, no good by Tatum. Rebounded by the Pacers. We have 4:40 left to go in the second quarter. 6-point lead, and Indiana banks that one home, cutting the Boston deficit to 4. So 44-40 right now. Celtics up by 4. Tatum with the ball, puts it into the hands now of Kyrie. Kyrie takes it past the timeline here for the Celtics. Dribbles towards the right wing, passes right baseline to Tatum, and looks like we did have another foul committed on the play. So still 44-40 to score. So it looks like got a couple of graphics here going at it. Of course, the battle for the coaches tonight. Brad Stevens, of course, head coach of the Celtics. And for the Pacers, their head coach is Nate McMillan in his 6th season. He was assistant coach for 3 years and then head coach now for 3 years. First shot at the free throw line goes down for the Celtics. 45-40, Boston with a 5-point lead. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So Boston with a 5-point lead right now. They're back at the free throw line to shoot their second one. And they knocked that one down right there by Jason Tatum. So Tatum hits both of them with 4:26 left to go in the second quarter. Indiana with the ball. The Pacers take it past the timeline here as they dribble towards the right wing of the three-point perimeter. Now they dribble towards the left wing now with Bogdanovich. He's stripped in the lane, but we did have a reach and foul committed by Boston on the play. Looks like the guilty party there. Marcus Smart charged with a foul, trying to go in the reach in as he was working on Bogdanovich, dribbling towards the left side behind the three-point arc. So yeah, right there, Bogdanovich dribbling towards the left side three-point arc, and then he tried to take it in towards the basket. That's where the reach and foul happened. So here we are, back to action. Indiana, nice backdoor cut pass, but they couldn't finish to the basket. Rebounded by the Celtics here. 4:05 left to go. Kyrie at the right wing of the perimeter. He now has a right elbow, trying to back his way inside the low post. He slips with the ball, but he gets fouled on the play with 3:59 left to go. So the score is still 46-40 right now. As Russell Johnson, were you depressed by an angry mob, or are you a Celtics fan? I'm actually a Celtics fan. I live 50 minutes south of Boston, so I actually live in Mass, but I'm actually closer towards Providence than Boston. I live like 20 minutes from Providence, Rhode Island. First shot at the free throw line goes down by Kyrie. But yeah, I'm a fan of all the Boston sports teams. Second shot goes down. 48-40 right now. Boston with an 8-point lead. Indiana with the ball. As they pass the left wing perimeter, we have 3:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Pacers with it. They put up the shot. No good on the air ball right there with 3:46 remaining. And we do have an offensive foul committed on the play by Indiana. So the ball will go back to Boston. So here we are, guys. 3:40 left to go. Celtics with the ball. 5 turnovers so far by the Pacers, 4 by the Celtics. Kyrie with it. Right wing perimeter. He passes right side Horford. Back to Kyrie. Takes the jumper, the three-point arc, and no good. But another foul committed with 3:32 left to go. So still So right now, 48-40 at the moment. As we got Gordon Hayward, number 20, he wears for the Celtics. So Gordon Hayward, number 20. Looks like they're reviewing a foul on the play, so we're going to get back to action here momentarily. What is up, Quentin? Thank you so much, man, for joining me here in the chat. Yeah, we'll be back to action. Final four as well. Michigan State, Texas Tech for you guys tomorrow night. Auburn, Virginia as well. We got the score 48-40 at the moment. We got Kobe in the chat. What is up, man? Kobe Sigmund. Thank you so much, man, for joining me here in the chat. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. Not only college basketball anymore, moving into the NBA here since the college basketball season's almost done. So I think they're reviewing the last play as, yeah, that was Al Horford underneath the basket, and yeah, it looked like maybe an elbow to the face as he tried to pass that ball back outside, and Indiana tried to take the charge on it, and they went down hard inside the low paint here. So on the last play, Horford trying to work inside the low post. I don't think it was a flagrant, though, but it was for the Pacers, number 6, Corey Joseph, who went down hard with 3:32 left to go. Hey, thank you so much, Kobe. I appreciate that, man. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I live like 20 minutes away from Providence, Rhode Island, not too far from Providence, 50 minutes south of Boston. So yeah, I grew up Celtics fan, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. One of my friends, he does a YouTube channel. It's called Off the Wall Hockey. Check him out. He's a huge Boston Bruins fan. He does live streams of live reaction games for like a bunch of NHL teams. So yeah, his channel is pretty cool as well. Check him out. It's called Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. Here we are, guys, back to action. Celtics with the ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. 3:20 left to go. They take the jumper by Kyrie. Knocks it down right there. Right at the shot clock was going off. And the Celtics with a 10-point lead. 50-40 right now with 3:10 left to go in the second quarter. So Indiana down by 10. They also missed a 3-point shot rebounded by the Celtics. So Kobe out there in Missouri. Thank you so much, man. Joining me here from Missouri. I got somebody who I work with who used to live in Missouri. Now he lives in Mass at my work. As that shot goes down, right side baseline for the Celtics, adding to it, 52-40 right now, 12-point lead by Boston. So Indiana with the ball, they are down by 12, 2:40 left to go in the second quarter. They have it at the top of the key here. They pass it off, trying to work their way inside. The floater goes down for the Pacers, and they'll go to the line and shoot the and one. So that shot went down by Miles Turner. So, wow, yeah. So we got Aicha Dukor out in New York. That's pretty cool. Russell Johnson in Denver as well. So we got basically all the time zones. Basically, we're hitting Eastern time zone, Central, out towards the mountain. Haven't got a lot of Pacific on my channel, but here we are, another commercial break, and Line Harris from Indiana. Yeah, great to have you guys on my channel. This is awesome. So right now, I'm going to update you guys with the score. Boston is up by 10, currently on a commercial break. 52-42 right now. When we do get back to action, we'll have 2:35 left to go in the second quarter. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys. Down below, subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. I'll be back tomorrow night. Both of the Final Four games. Auburn, the 5 seed, going at it against the number 1 seed, Virginia. That'll be my first game around 6:10 tomorrow night. And then my second game tomorrow night I'll be streaming will be Texas Tech, the 3 seed, going at it around 8:45 tomorrow night, playing against the number 2 seed, the Michigan State Spartans. Crazy game last week. Michigan State took Duke all the way down to the wire, but those two big boys, the difference in the rebounding for the Spartans, both of those big boys, Xavier Tillman out there, Kenny Goins as well, Nick Ward, big factor inside the low post shooting, of course, Cassius Winston, Big Ten Player of the Year for Michigan State. That team looks really dangerous and could possibly take home the title. But here we are, guys, in this one. Leading the way for the Celtics right now. 15 points by Kyrie, 11 points by Jason Tatum so far. So that's how this game's gone on so far. The Pacers leading the way and scoring off the bench. It looks like Sabonis has 10 points right now for the Pacers leading the way. So Russell Johnson right now, I think you got a whole bunch of viewers because the other streamer during this game had a 13-year-old moderator who went nuts. That is interesting. Classic. So yeah, this is a pretty good turnout right now in this one. So yeah, I started out streaming on YouTube about 2 months ago. This channel has really grown, 100 subscribers plus in 2 months here on YouTube, and we keep on growing each and every day, which is absolutely incredible. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Let's keep this channel going and growing, as I'll be back for more action with the NBA as we go through the playoffs. So one of the things that's been the difference in this game has been the shooting percentage. That's been telling the tale so far. Celtics right now shooting the ball at 53% from the floor at this moment. The Pacers right now only shooting the ball at 39% from the floor. So a total difference in shooting percentage at the moment between both of these teams. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Indiana at the free throw line for the and one. They knock it down. So 52-43 is the score. Boston up by 9. We have 2.5 left to go before halftime. The Celtics with the ball. They pass it at the right elbow and now at the right wing. They take the 3 ball from the outside. Hits the rim short right there by Marcus Smart. Rebounded by Indiana. 2:20 left to go before halftime. They take a pass the timeline here with Edmund Sumner. Sumner passes right wing perimeter to Wesley Matthews. Feeds it inside underneath the basket. A huge block right there, but with 2:12 remaining, they'll count it as a goaltend, though, on the play. That was a huge block by Tice of the Celtics, but the refs call the goaltend with 2:10 left to go. 52-45 the score. Celtics up by 7. Sees with the ball. They dribble towards the right corner, 3-point perimeter. Kyrie almost dribbled it out of bounds. He saved it, though. Back to Horford. Passes to the left corner. Left corner 3, no good. Rattled out by Marcus Smart. Rebounded by Indiana. Under 2 minutes left to play. Pacers with the ball. They are down by 7. They pass it now to the left baseline with the ball trying to move their way inside, backing their way, working on Kyrie. They pass it to the top of the free throw circle. Take the jumper, no good. Rebounded here by Marcus Smart of the Celtics. Smart now with the ball at the left wing perimeter. 1.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Smart passes and over the head of Kyrie. Turnover by the Celtics with 1:27 left to go. Miscommunication there between Smart and Kyrie on the play. Kyrie was stepping forward, and Smart, with a bad pass, flinged it right over his head. So 7-point game here. 52-45 the score. Indiana with the ball. Now take it past the timeline. They're at the left wing, 3-point perimeter. They feed the ball inside. And it was tipped away, but Indiana gets the ball back. They have it now, top of the key, dribbling, spin move. And now the jumper at the free throw circle. No good by the Pacers. Rebounded by Hayward. Gordon Hayward takes it past the right side of the timeline here for the Celtics. Puts it into Horford's hands, back to Hayward. Back to Horford, right wing perimeter, and now to Kyrie. Underneath the basket, dishes it out right there, and they could not finish to the layup. Marcus Morris, too strong off the backboard, but he got fouled, as it looks like the Celtics will go to the line to shoot 2. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 52-45. We have 57.5 seconds left before the half. Celtics here at the free throw line, shooting 2. As this is with Marcus Morris. Morris, an 84% free throw shooter in the season for the C's. Knocks the first one down. 8-point lead by Boston at the moment. So first free throw at the free throw line went down by Marcus Morris. We'll get a second shot, knocks that down as well. 54-45. Celtics with a 9-point lead with 57 seconds left to go before halftime. Pacers with the ball down by 9. Indiana takes it past the timeline. They put it to the top of the free throw circle. They hand that ball off to the left wing, 3-point perimeter with Bogdanovich now has it at the left wing. Bogdanovich, lob pass over the top at the left elbow here for Indiana. 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Trying to back their way inside, and they blow past the defense right there, and they bank it home for 2 more by the Pacers. 7-point game, Celtics with the ball. Celtics have it at the right wing perimeter. Horford puts that one into the hands of Smart, and now jumper by Horford. Knocks that one down. Right side baseline goes down for Al Horford. 56-47, 9-point lead by the C's. 25 seconds left before the half. Indiana with the ball. They take it past the timeline. So they're trying to shoot down clock. They have the last moments here before we get to halftime. 12 seconds left. Indiana with the ball. Top of the key, dribbling with it for the Pacers. Trying to go into the lane, and no, could not finish. Rebounded by Boston. 3 seconds left to go. 2-on-1 fast break at the horn. Hayward finishes right there for 2 more. Right at the buzzer, and the Celtics up by 11 at the half. Huge bucket right there off the rebound, and the Boston Celtics take it the distance. Putting it home right there on the 2-on-1 fast break. Kyrie to Hayward right before the buzzer hits it home. And there we are, guys, at halftime, as that is the end of the second quarter. 58-47, Boston up by 11. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here, so stay in the know on my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So here we are, guys, at halftime. Gonna look at the box score here at the half, and then we'll look at some of the team stats. We'll go around the NBA, look at some of the scores going on in NBA action. So here we got for the Celtics tonight, leading the way, 15 points by Kyrie, leading the way for Boston. And then right behind them, 11 points at halftime by Jason Tatum in there. And for the Pacers, only one double-digit point player so far off the bench at Sabonis. So the jersey right here, it's actually Paul Pierce, number 34. So Graydon asking me the jersey. So yeah, throwback to around a decade ago, number 34, Paul Pierce for the C's. Got to be one of my favorite players of all time. That's what he's got. Somebody's asking me that. So one of my favorite players of all time, Paul Pierce in there. But let's see. Michael Jordan, of course, will be in there. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Those are some of the key players of all time. Walt Chamberlain. My favorite team for the NBA, Celtics, man. Got to be the Celtics. 50 minutes south of Boston, 20 minutes away from Providence, Rhode Island. My local team. Yeah, Allen Iverson is pretty good as well. He's definitely up there. Kind of back and forth on LeBron James. Not the biggest LeBron James fan in there, but yeah, classic. I do like Steph, though. Steph Curry. But here we are, guys. We're at halftime. So let's see what happened here with the first half stats in this one. So the shooting percentage currently has been the difference in this game. Celtics shooting the ball at 54% from the floor. Pacers only at 39% from the floor. So Russell Johnson asking me, would they really sit a GOAT out for the entire playoffs? Well, I think, let's see here with the standings. I think the Western Conference, yeah, the Lakers were already eliminated or so when they were going to sit them out anyway. So they were like in 10th, 11th position when they decided to sit them out or so. So I guess that's why they shut down LeBron for the rest of the season. But yeah, Line loves Steph Curry. That's awesome to hear. And actually, I did not hear what happened to Steph Curry. I'll see if I can search that up. But yeah, Graydon, definitely looking like more people love the NBA over college. So looks like somebody's asking me, are the Heat eliminated right now? So the Miami Heat are not eliminated. They're currently in 9th position. They need a win in order to get to 39-40. They have a record of 38-40 at the moment for the Miami Heat. They are 1 game back behind the Orlando Magic and the Brooklyn Nets. Both of those teams were 39 and 40 record so far. Oh yeah, I heard that he got contacts. Yep, I heard that. Yeah, Steph Curry got contacts. So yeah, maybe you'll be able to shoot the three ball from the outside a little bit better, knock it down or so. Because I think that's why he was saying that he was able to focus more on his 3-point shot, like knocking more shots down from the outside since he was able to get his contacts. And that's interesting. Russell Johnson, that he heard that Luke Walton's out of a job because the Lakers didn't make the playoffs. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, there's rumors about that. There's rumors going up about that. But Line asking me if I'm gonna do baseball. I'm actually thinking about it. I'm not sure though what I should do for my channel. If I should make another channel and do baseball on that channel. The only thing is that I actually don't have cable here back at my house or so. So the only way that I'm getting these games, I'm streaming them offline off ESPN3.com or so. So that's how I'm getting this game on here. The only problem with the MLB is that a lot of the games I'm not able to get because I don't have cable back in my house, but I'm able to get all the games on Fox throughout the season. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing that from time to time, same as the NFL possibly. But Kobe asking me as well, what's my favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time is going to be The Sandlot. I have one of those Benny the Jet Rodriguez shirts that I bought last week, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, the local Olympia closed down in the mall close to my house or so. So they had this huge blowout sale, and I got a Benny the Jet Rodriguez t-shirt. But yeah, I'm gonna update you guys here with the score at halftime. 58-47 right now. Boston with an 11-point lead at the half. So that is the score right now at halftime. As it looks like my friend want to play ball tomorrow. Should I play? Well, I don't know how the weather will be with you guys tomorrow, but I know it's going to be 60 degrees tomorrow in Massachusetts. So if it's good where you guys are, definitely head out and play ball as well. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, because I call play-by-play of basketball games. So stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Currently at halftime right now. So indoor ball tomorrow. So balling it up on the court. Yeah, man, definitely go for it. So Kevin Durant signing with the Knicks, but I don't think Kyrie is. Interesting. Going to be interesting to see what happens to Kyrie this offseason. If the Celtics go full in on Anthony Davis or if they stick with Kyrie. So when will halftime finish? Halftime just started, so hopefully we'll be back like 12-15 minutes from now, hopefully, like around 9:30 or 9:35. Hopefully we should be back to action here. And Russell Johnson, I wish they made a Trummers movie in Baseball Diamond. Now that would be an interesting baseball game to watch. Oh, yeah, that would be great. Great, and asking me if I'm going to be streaming the playoffs following one series or a different series each game. It depends on what ESPN gives me for the playoffs. Probably I'll be doing like different games for the playoffs because I don't have cable here at my house, so I can only get the games off ESPN3. So it's whatever ESPN3 basically provides me with, and I'll be doing the earlier games. Since I'm on the East Coast, I'll be streaming the games that start around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30 or so. I'm not going to be doing a game out in like Golden State or Portland or something that tips off at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night or so, because then I'll get to bed at like 2 in the morning when I live in Massachusetts. So I can't do that. But I'll be doing whatever game tips off the earliest that they give to me. But yeah, looks like we already had some games go final today. Close one went down between the Hornets and the Raptors. Actually, that's a huge win for the Hornets. Going to update these NBA standings here, because what is that? They moved to 37-42 now. So looks like the Hornets beat the Raptors today. Close game, 113-111. Kemba Walker had 29 points for Charlotte in that game. Kawhi Leonard, 29 points for Toronto. And yeah, the Magic just blowing out the Hawks. It was 42-18 after the first quarter. Orlando now beating Atlanta at the moment, 147-109. As far as the other games going on, the Spurs, that one just went final against the Wizards. So San Antonio with a win against Washington, 129-112. Other games going on right now, Houston beating the New York Knicks, 74-43 at the moment. 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. Miami Heat surviving, trying to get back into that playoff race. They're a number 9 seed right now in the Eastern Conference. They need to basically win out in order to get in the playoffs, as they are up by 6 against the Minnesota Timberwolves, 69-63. Halftime between the Detroit Pistons, Oklahoma City Thunder, close game there, 66-65. Pistons up by 1 at halftime. Memphis Grizzlies and Dallas Mavericks, both of those teams with records of 31-47, basically eliminated right now from the playoffs. And it looks like at the moment, the Grizzlies with a 49-41 lead. So, Graydon, because you're a college guy, you follow the Celtics. Is there a college player, not a lottery pick, that would fit well in Boston? Interesting. I think most likely it depends. If they're going to ship out Kyrie, they would need a point guard or so. It depends on who that point guard would be. Whoever's like one of the best point guards in the draft. People were saying Trey Jones from Duke could possibly fit. I think because people were talking about it after his 4-point performance in the Elite 8 game against Michigan State, that Trey Jones possibly should go back to college and play another year because he needs to improve his shooting or so. But if Boston wants to address that need, if they're thinking about shipping out Kyrie this offseason, probably I'd say like a top point guard or so in college. Not sure who though will be up there. I know Trey Jones. I'm not sure about Tremont Waters from LSU, if he's gonna go pro as well. But for some reason, they ranked Cassius Winston of Michigan State. I'm not sure if he's gonna go pro either. He's a junior right now. But if Cassius Winston goes pro, he's on the NBA draft boards around like the mid-80s, where he dropped 20 points in 10 assists against Duke in the Elite 8. He has a bunch of like 20-plus point games this season, and he's third in all college basketball in assists per game. But somehow Cassius Winston ends up being like the 15th point guard possibly in the draft somehow. It's basically because he's a lot older than other players, whereas Trey Jones has a lot more room to grow in there, and that he's only a freshman. But if Trey Jones enters the draft, maybe Duke will look to pick him or so. We'll see. Because, yeah, I think maybe they might be thinking about a point guard or something like that. But yeah, right now we're currently at halftime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well. I call play-by-play to basketball action. I'll be back tomorrow night calling March Madness Final Four action. Auburn taking on Virginia. I'll have that stream for you guys tomorrow night. And then Texas Tech against Michigan State. That should be a really, really good game. Number 2 ranked defense in all college basketball were the Red Raiders, going up against a Michigan State that just beat 3 possible top 5 NBA draft picks. So I got a close one tomorrow. I got Michigan State beating Texas Tech in that game. And then in the other game, I'm feeling Virginia over Auburn. I heard today in the news, Auburn's 2 leading players, Bryce Brown and Jared Harper, both of those guys combined for 50 out of the 77 points in the Elite 8 victory against Kentucky. But both of those players right now are on medication. They're dealing with an illness, Bryce Brown and Jared Harper for Auburn. So 2 of Auburn's best players currently with an illness. And Shuma Okiki, the leading rebounder, tore his ACL in the Sweet 16 against North Carolina. So he's done for the season as well. But yep, I'm looking at the NBA draft boards possibly. So maybe the Celtics will choose a point guard or so in the first round of the draft. But Kobe White of North Carolina just declared himself eligible for the draft, I believe, yesterday. So he moves up to a top 10 projected draft pick there. Kobe White does for UNC. I know UNC basically loses their entire roster, which they had like 3 seniors in the starting lineup. Kenny Williams, Cam Johnson, and Luke May. And also they lose Kobe White and Nasir Little as well. But yeah, maybe Boston will go for somebody on the draft board. They'll probably be in the back half here, and I'm looking at the point guards going towards the back half. It looks like who would land in the back half would probably be Ty Jerome for Virginia, who could be in the back half that the Celtics could pick up. So right now we're still at halftime at the moment. Hopefully we'll get back to action here soon, but we're still at halftime between the Celtics and the Pacers. Hopefully we'll be able to get back to action here around like 9:30, 9:35. It's 9:27 here. So John Dickinson in here. Kyrie low-key recruiting KD to Boston. That would be interesting. That would be really interesting if they got Durant to Boston. That would be insane. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining in here in the chat. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. So if you're new, make sure to check out Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow night, Final Four action with college basketball and national title game on Monday. So great, and asking me kind of random, but who's your favorite play-by-play caller of all time, any sport? As we get ready here to go back to action, I like Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson, man. Just incredible. Who else? Iron Eagle is pretty good for play-by-play, as here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Indiana drains a 3 from the left wing to start it. 58-50 right now. Boston up by 8. So, yep, Gus Johnson, favorite play-by-play guy ever. Look up some of his best March Madness calls on YouTube when you guys have a chance. Boston trading 3-point shots right there from the outside. They let it fly and knock it down. 61-50, Celtics up by 11. I'm going to update you guys here with the score in the chat. We just started the third quarter in this one. 61-50, Indiana with the ball. They missed the 3 ball from the right wing of the 3-point perimeter, rebounded by the Celtics. Kyrie takes a pass the timeline, feeds that one now to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing perimeter with 11:05 left to go in the third quarter. Tatum passes to Horford. Horford spin move. Baseline, trying to dribble his way inside. Spin move and a key jumper. And it looks like an offensive turnover there, committed by Horford. So the ball will go back to Indiana. 10:58 left to go in the third quarter. Celtics up by 11, 61-50. Russell Johnson says, Zion Williamson being seduced by Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, New Balance, Puma, and Anta for a shoe sponsorship deal. Oh, yeah, I heard that. His crazy sponsorship deal on Monday that he got before he even signs. That's crazy. Indiana sinks that one down from the outside, 61-53, as that shot goes down right there for Corey Joseph. 8-point lead by Boston. They have the ball top of the key with Tatum. Tatum now dribbling towards the top of the free throw circle, and step back jumper, left elbow, knocks it down for Jason Tatum. 10-point lead by Boston. 63-53, Indiana with the ball. We have 10:05 left to go in the third quarter. And Indiana tried to go inside, and looks like that ball got tipped out of bounds. So they get the ball back here on the inbound. That was tipped out of bounds by the Celtics, I believe, on the play there. Just updated you guys with the score. So Indiana gets the ball. They pass it right corner, 3-point perimeter. And now they pass it right side baseline. Trying to work their way inside, working on Tatum. Ball gets tipped away, stolen by the C's. Celtics now with the ball. They take it past the right side of the timeline. Jason Tatum with it at the right wing perimeter, dribbling towards the top of the key, passes it off to Baines. Baines passes to Horford. Horford takes the 3, no good, rattles out, rebounded by the Pacers. 9:45 left to go in the third quarter. Trying to go inside in the lane, no good on the burst, the speed, and blocked from behind by the C's. Celtics now with the ball, crossover dribble by Tatum, trying to floated inside on the bounce pass and just went on the right side of Al Horford, went out of bounds. So Russell Johnson asking me if I'm going to buy a pair of Zions. I'll have to see the price if I want to go for that or so. That would be interesting. Curious to know what the price is before I buy. As that bucket goes down there inside the low paint by Indiana. 8-point lead by Boston, 63-55. 9-10 left to go in this one in the third quarter. Boston with the ball up by 8. They take it past the timeline here with Kyrie. Kyrie, top of the key passes, left wing 3, Horford. Horford knocks it down from the outside. Boston back to an 11-point lead right now, 66-55. Updating you guys with a score, 8:45 left to go in the third. Looks like we do have a timeout called on the floor. So Indiana taking a timeout right now. 11-point lead by the Celtics. Going to get back to action here momentarily after the TV timeout. Celtics 66. Pacers 55. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on my channel. So let's see what's going on here in this game. Looking at the box score, leading players so far for the Celtics, leading the way, 15 points by Kyrie. 13 points by Jason Tatum, second on the team in scoring. And Gordon Hayward with 10 right now. So that's how the Celtics are looking at the moment. For the Pacers, the leading scorer happens to come off the bench right now. That's Sabonis with 10 points so far by Indiana. And all the other players for the Pacers, there's a three-way tie with 8 points on their team at the moment here. Thaddeus Young with 8 points, Miles Turner with 8 points, Wesley Matthews with 8 for Indiana. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. I'll be back tomorrow. Final Four action. Auburn, the 5 seed, the Cinderella in the tournament, taking on Virginia, and then Michigan State taking on Texas Tech. So I'm favoring Michigan State in the Final Four. So that's who I have in the Final Four. So I like Michigan State, but I think it's going to be a really close game against Texas Tech. They play against the number 2 defensive team in the nation. Chris Beard, head coach of the year in college basketball for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Incredible job by Chris Beard building that program for Texas Tech. For Michigan State, though, veterans on their team, veteran head coach and Tom Izzo. I think that Cassius Winston will lead his team. His veteran leadership will lead his team to the W in the national title game. But also, there's a very strong Virginia team that ranks first in all college basketball and fewest points allowed this season for the Cavaliers. And also, they're pretty good on the offensive end. They can shoot the 3 ball as well. But for Auburn tomorrow, it's going to be a real struggle for Auburn, as both of their players, their leading stars, Bryce Brown and Jared Harper for the Tigers, both of those players for Auburn are dealing with an illness. So it's going to be really tough for Auburn now with both of their leading players to keep a hold of Virginia. So Graydon saw something that he's only been a D coach for 4 years. Yeah, I saw that too. He was head coach of, I think it was Stephen F. Austin, the team that posted like a record of 32-3 in the tournament a few years ago that went to be like a 12 seed or so. He was a head coach of that team. I think that was the Lumberjacks team that beat like VCU. They were down by like 4 points with like 4 seconds left in the first round of March Madness a few years ago, and they hit a huge 3-point shot. They got fouled from behind the arc, hit the 3-point shot, went to the free throw line, hit the and one, and they won the game in overtime. So Russell Johnson asking me, it's April already. How is March Madness still happening? Seems like every year they start off in mid-March every single season. Seemed like this season they started out like a week later or so. And then March Madness usually the whole tournament ends like the first week of April, but it basically ends on April 8th is the national title game. Usually the national title game is on like April 2nd, April 3rd or something like that. I think this is like the latest the national title game has ever been. But here we are, guys, back to action here. Pacers with the ball at the top of the key. They take the 3-point shot from outside. They knock it down. 8.5 left to go in this one. Boston is up by 8, 66-58. So I'm going to update you guys here with a score in the chat. Celtics with the ball now. They have the 8-point lead. Baines, left wing perimeter, puts that ball into the hands of Horford. Horford dribbling right wing perimeter, puts it into the hands of Kyrie at the right corner. Kyrie stripped of the ball, but last touched out of bounds by Indiana on the play with 8:10 left to go in the third. So Celtics will get the inbound here. They are up 66-58. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Kyrie with an inbound pass. Puts it into the hands of Baines. And now puts that one into the hands of Marcus Smart. And he gets fouled from behind the arc right there. So Marcus Smart will shoot 3 at the free throw line. So a bad foul from behind the three-point arc as Marcus Smart faked out. Right there, that was Miles Turner who tried to go for the block. And Smart will get 3 shots at the line. First shot knocks it down. 67-58 Celtics with a 9-point lead. So Russell Johnson thinks we need to rename March Madness to a Parch Ox. Classic. Yep, just jumble all the words together, basically. Second shot at the free throw line goes down for Boston. They have the 10-point lead right now, 68-58. We have 8:08 left to go in the third quarter. Smart at the free throw line to shoot another one, and he makes all 3 shots at the free throw line. So back to an 11-point lead, guys. Hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. Pacers with the ball. Down by 11. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Top of the key 3. They take it. No good. Hits the top of the iron. Rebounded by Kyrie. 7:55 left to go. Kyrie takes it past the timeline. Right wing of the perimeter here for Irving. Kyrie dribbling towards the top of the key. Tries to make his way inside the lane. Floats up the shot and finishes to the hole right there for Kyrie. 71-58 right now. Celtics with a lead. I think this is their largest lead of the game as well. This game's been pretty tight throughout, but 13-point lead by Boston. Pacers with the ball, and it looks like we do have a stoppage in time on the court. So right now, 71 Boston, 58 Indiana at the moment. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action. Indiana with the ball here. Top of the key for the Pacers. They pass it off at the free throw circle. Try to make their move inside, and a finish to the cup right there. Big, strong move. Wedged in between 2 Boston defenders, but they get it to go. 71-60. Celtics with the ball, up by 11. 7:10 left to go. Thaddeus Young with 10 points right now for the Pacers. Right wing perimeter, Kyrie with the ball. Kyrie passes top of the free throw circle to Baines. Hands that ball off. Top of the key 3 with Tatum. Tatum takes the 3. Knocks it down from the outside right there by Jason Tatum. Huge bucket goes down. 74-60. Celtics with a lead at the moment. Hit those like buttons if you're new to my channel, guys. Subscribe as well. Pacers no good at the free throw circle. Jay rebounded by Boston. 6:35 left to go in the third quarter. Boston with a 14-point lead. Celtics now step back. Left elbow jumper. No good by Tatum. Rebounded by Indiana here. Indiana floats it up the court. Tries to go inside now. Inside the key. Spin move. Bogdanovich no good. Couldn't finish. Too high off the backboard. Rebounded by Boston. Boston taking control of this game. Kyrie in the lane. Passes it back outside. Deep 3 left wing. No good. From behind the arc right there is a rimmed out by Marcus Smart. Rebounded by Indiana. 6:05 left to go. Boston with a 14-point lead. 74-60. Pacers have it at the top of the key. Make sure to hit those like buttons if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Oh, yeah, it's been a good game. Right now, Indiana working their way inside. They get that shot to fall. They bank it off the backboard right there. Bogdanovich doesn't finish. Classic. But, yeah, I don't think that quite rhymes, but I kind of made up with that one. Shot no good by Horford. Rebounded by Indiana. 12-point game. Boston up by 12. 74-62. Indiana with the ball at the free throw circle. They pass it back out on top. The Pacers moving it around left wing perimeter. They pass it back to the top of the key. I'm going to update you guys here with a chat with a score. They go into the lane, laying it up and in right there by Indiana, cutting the Boston lead to 10. So we got ourselves a back and forth battle. 74-64. Celtics up right now, and that ball got swatted from behind by Indiana. So the Celtics will get the ball here back on the inbound with 5:06 left to go. So just update you guys with the score. Bang those like buttons, guys, if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Looks like we got a player down for Indiana along the baseline as well. That's number 21, Thaddeus Young. He was the leading scorer the past 2 games with 19 points against the Pistons and also 21 points on Wednesday against the Pistons. Past 2 games, Monday, Wednesday against the Pistons. Here we are, back to action, guys. 10-point game. Celtics missed the 3 ball from the top of the key. Rebounded by Indiana. 4:55 remaining. Pacers with the ball. 10-point game. They have it at the right elbow, trying to dribble inside. They float up the shot. No good off the glass. They get fouled, though, with 4:50 left to go into the third. So Indiana will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe as well. We got Ryan Clark here, Celtics fan on my channel. First shot at the free throw line, no good by Indiana. We have 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. 74-64 to score. Second shot, that one rattles in by the Pacers. 5-point game. This is for a number 4 or 5 seed on the line. Both of these teams with even records, 47-32 overall. Celtics with the ball. Looks like that ball was tipped out of bounds by the Pacers, so the C's will get it back here on the inbound. 4:41 left to go in the third. So Boston will get the inbound here, guys. They have a 9-point lead. Ball goes into the hands of Hayward, and we do have a, looks like another foul committed on the play by the Pacers with 4:39 left to go. I'm going to update you guys once again with the score. I'll be back tomorrow night doing more play-by-play. It'll be March Madness Final Four time with both of those games. So here we are, back to action. Celtics with the inbound. Fadeaway jumper, knocks it down right there. At the left side, baseline goes down from Marcus Morris. 4:20 left to go in the third. Morris with a huge left side baseline jumper, 11-point lead by the C's. 76-65. Indiana with the ball underneath the basket, stripped in the lane, stolen away by Horford. Al Horford with a steal, fast break Boston, underneath the basket, 2 more. Added into the profile, Marcus Morris. Running the fast break, banks it home off the glass. 78-65, 13-point lead by the C's. Oh, yeah, Ryan. Cannot wait for tomorrow night with both of those March Madness games. Indiana now trying to dribble into the lane. They pass it back, right side baseline. The Pacers take the right wing 3. No good. Rebounded by Hayward. Gordon Hayward with a rebound. Puts that ball into the hands of, back to Hayward here. And he tries to go inside. Floats up the shot. That's good. That's Brad Wanamaker, who's into the game, number 9 off the bench for the C's. And yeah, Boston right now running the length of the court, putting up shots, making shots as well. Indiana, their shooting percentage has dropped a ton. So 80-65, currently a commercial break on the floor. Gonna update you guys here with the score. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action. I'll be back tomorrow night. College basketball games. Michigan State, Texas Tech, the late game tomorrow night in the Final Four. Also, the first game, Auburn going at it against Virginia. Just updated you guys with the score. 15-point lead by the C's. What's at stake? Home court advantage next week in the NBA playoffs. So Ryan Clark saying Boston's had a tough year, but they're playing hard and well tonight. Yes, I agree, Ryan Clark. I agree. I'm a frequent listener coming home from work listening to the Sports Hub on Boston radio, and they've talked all season long about how the Celtics have struggled week in and week out. But if this is a good start right here, this is a good way to finally get things going. They've said from time to time that the Celtics will try to turn on the switch, and we haven't really seen that switch going. We've seen a couple times this season that one of the games they put up like 140 something points in one of those games, but from time to time they've blown big leads or so. But this is very promising right now. 15-point lead against a team that's tied with them with the same record, battling it out for the 4 and 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. So we got Hyper Chills in here. Go Celtics as well. Hey, thank you guys so much. If you're new to my channel, make sure to bang that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Ryan Clark, Hyper Chill, C's fans here in the chat. Let me know where you guys are from. I'm from Massachusetts as well. I live 20 minutes away from Providence, Rhode Island. As we got Paleth the God in the chat. He says go C's as well. And here I live 50 minutes south of Boston, 20 minutes from Providence, Rhode Island. So yeah, I'm a big C's fan, Pats fan. Live half an hour from Gillette. Ryan Clark's from Maine. Actually, I caught a Sea Dogs game up at Portland last summer. That was pretty cool. But yeah, glad to have you guys on my channel as I cover play-by-play of basketball action. Hyper Chills from Connecticut. Kobe Sigmund, a Steelers fan. Paleth the God from Dorchester. Went to college pretty close to Dorchester. I went to college up in Milton, Massachusetts at a place called Curry College. Ryan Clark, all for the Boston sports, I hear ya. That's how the Maine people love it as well. Usually people in Maine stick with our Massachusetts fans here. They're all for the Boston sports. Some of the people from Rhode Island, a lot of people I know from Rhode Island, some of those people tend to be Yankees fans. They're actually trying to get a license plate passed through the House in Rhode Island to try to pass a Yankees custom license plate for Rhode Island fans who are Yankees fans. They're so interesting there. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. But yeah, Massachusetts and Maine usually sticks together. Interesting. I know some people up in New Hampshire who are Blue Jays fans around like the Manchester area, mostly because that's where their AA affiliate is like from or so. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats, basically affiliated with the Blue Jays or so. But mostly those people are Red Sox fans. But here we are, guys, back to action. Indiana with the ball, down by 15. They lob it left elbow. They're backing their way inside a low post. Spin move. Jumper goes down. Let's see if they count it here. They do, and they'll go to the free throw line to shoot one. So foul committed by the C's. Miles Turner will go to the line to shoot the and one. Yeah, Maine's a really beautiful place. I've gone to the Seacoast area, Kittery, York, Algonquin. I went there this past summer. Oh yeah, man, I feel you. It's really, really cold up there. Even when you go up further, I got friends out towards Skowhegan or so. As that three goes down right there by Gordon Hayward, hits the three ball from the outside. Boston 82, Indiana 68. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Indiana with the ball underneath the glass. No good. Rebounded by Hayward here. Oh, yeah, definitely nice in the summer in Maine. If you're inland, it's nice and roasty, like 90, 95 degrees sometime. If you're nice in the inland towards Sebago Lake. Jumper in the key. That one goes down by Gordon Hayward. Hayward taking over this game right now, 84-68 at the moment. We have 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. So just update you guys with a score. Missed shot by Indiana going the other way with Boston. And they lay it up and in right there. Brad Wanamaker off the bench getting 2 of his bench points. Bank those like buttons, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well as I do play-by-play of basketball action. 86-68, 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Indiana in trouble. Left elbow jumper. And we do have a foul committed with 2:07 left to go. So, yeah, this is my first ever NBA stream, guys. So, this is pretty good right now. I usually do college basketball games. So, let's see here. Gordon Hayward right now for the Celtics. He has 16 points at the moment. So, Hayward with 16 at the moment. This is as many viewers as I've had ever in my chat. My first ever NBA stream. So, make sure to bang those like buttons. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as I call play-by-play of basketball action, and Indiana will go to the free throw line here. The score 86-69. They hit the rim short, rebounded by Boston. Boston is taking control of this game. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Celtics with the ball. Hayward passes the timeline, puts that ball into the hands of Marcus Morris. Puts it into the hands of Hayward, dribbling right elbow, passes top of the key 3, Morris. Morris no good from the outside, rebounded by Indiana. 1:43 left to go. Indiana with the ball. They're moving in the lane. No good. Right there was the charge committed on the play. Let's see. Boston tried to take the charge in the restricted area with 1:43 left. I think it was a blocking foul, though. But yeah, you guys are awesome right now. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. This is the most people that have ever got on my channel. I just started streaming play-by-play 2 months ago as Indiana was a blocking foul by Boston. So Indiana at the free throw line. First shot, a miss by the Pacers right now. The score is Boston 86, Indiana 69. We have 1:43 left to go. This free throw shooting percentage right now for the Pacers is really killing them in this game. They are down by 19, just hit that shot, or down by 16, just hit that shot at the free throw line. 86-70, Boston with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Wanamaker. Wanamaker dribbles left wing perimeter here for the C's. And he's still dribbling with it. Tries to move inside, is at the free throw circle. Lob pass over the top. Bad pass right there, intended for Aaron Baines underneath the bucket, and the Pacers get the rebound. Going the distance, laying it up and in to the lane, and Indiana hits home too. 86-72. Celtics up by 14 right now, as Baines puts that ball into the hands of Marcus Morris. Morris, three from outside, knocks it down by Marcus Morris. 89-72. Celtics came out firing on all cylinders tonight in this one. Under a minute left to go before the third quarter ends. They go the distance, putting that one into the bucket right there. 50 seconds left to go in the third. 89-74 right now. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe, and call, as I call, play-by-play as well. So C's now trying to dribble inside. Hayward gets that one to fall. Banks it home off the glass, up and in by Gordon. I believe he has 18 tonight. 91-74. Celtics with a huge lead with 30 seconds left to go before the third quarter ends. Indiana with the ball. Backdoor go. Oh, what a block right there by Boston. Going the other way here. C's with the ball. 22 left to go. 20 seconds left to go before the third quarter ends. Celtics here with it. Setting up the offense. Left wing perimeter with Wanamaker. Brad Wanamaker. Lob pass to the left elbow here for Boston. Backing your way inside. Spin move. Low post Morris. Fade away. Left baseline. Jumper. No good. Rebound Indiana. 2 seconds left to go. And they won't even. Oh, foul. Yeah, there was a foul committed with 1 second left to go in the third. Yeah, they weren't even trying to put up a shot before the third quarter horn. So, yeah, this is interesting, guys. Ryan Clark from Dayton, Maine in here saying, go Celtics. Thank you so much, man. Line Harris from Fort Wayne, Indiana in here as well. Looking like the Golden State Warriors. 91-74 Boston with a huge lead against the Pacers at the moment. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to give it a sub as well, as I do play-by-play to basketball action. I'm primarily a college basketball streamer here. This is my first ever NBA stream, so this is incredible. I have 20 views right now. Somebody from London in my channel as well, so this is awesome. Kyle LS from London. You guys are great right here in the channel. Keep up the good work right now. 91-74 Boston with a huge lead against the Pacers. Looks like we have a second left to go before the end of the third quarter right now. Yeah, it's been crazy how many people have gotten my channel from like all over. Maryland against LSU, I did that stream. If you guys didn't see that basketball game, the round of 32 matchup between Maryland against LSU in college basketball a few weeks ago, that game was crazy. I got people out in Ecuador viewing my stream out there. That game was insane. But here we are, guys. Celtics are up 91-74, as what's at stake in this one, basically a 4 seed or a 5 seed, and basically home court advantage when it comes down to the playoffs. Oh yeah, Ryan, that game was crazy. Same as like the past 3 Duke games that they played in, and finally Michigan State got the best of them. So here we are, back to action, inbound by the Celtics, and they airball it right at the Hornets. That's the score, guys. Boston 91, Indiana 74, as we are at the end of the third quarter. Kobe Sigmund over here. Next thing you know, you have 5 million subscribers. Oh my gosh, man. That's insane. That would be insane, man. But yeah, I call play-by-play here, guys. I should be back with more NBA action next week. I'll be going on vacation as well. I'll actually be going up to Lehigh Valley in the Poconos next week. So I won't have streams at the beginning of the NBA playoffs, but I'll be back on April 17th. I'll be away from the 13th of April to the 17th, but after that, I should be able to fit some games in. John Dickerson from Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome to my channel, man. I live about 55 minutes south of you or so. Actually heading up that way tomorrow night. My girlfriend lives like 12 minutes away from Boston in a Boston suburb. So, yeah, she's very close to Boston. I'm close to Providence. But yeah, thank you so much, Graydon. So I'll be going to Pennsylvania for spring break the next few days. Next week, a week from now, basically Saturday all the way to next Wednesday or so. But John Dickinson saying Kyrie and Kevin Durant in Boston next year. Remember I said it. Oh, yeah, man. Definitely will. That would be insane if that does happen. But here we are, guys. End of the third quarter. The score, Boston 91, Indiana 74. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys. Down below, subscribe as well. Let's get this to over 20 plus likes on my channel here for this video. I haven't ever had a video that's gone over 20 plus likes. So make sure to bang those like buttons, guys. Subscribe if you're new as well. So let's see here. These shooting statistics, they're completely different between both of the teams right now. Celtics shooting the ball at 55% from the floor. Phenomenal by Boston today. The Pacers shooting the ball at 43% from the floor. So a completely different with both of these teams right now with shooting percentages from the floor. Rebounds even at 32. Fast break points, Celtics with 17 fast break points. Pacers with 10 at the moment. Points in the paint, Celtics with 36, Pacers with 40. Hey, thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it. Everybody's liked this video. Let's keep it up. 20 plus likes on this video. Let's keep it going. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's crazy, guys. I've been on YouTube for 2 months right now. Over 100 subscribers in 2 months, and we keep on growing each and every day. It's absolutely awesome. So I appreciate all you guys here in this channel. You guys have been absolutely awesome with us. If you guys like more basketball, I'll be back tomorrow night doing both of the March Madness games as well. So I'll be having Auburn going at it against Virginia and then Michigan State taking on Texas Tech. So that's how that will go up as well. Hey, thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. Keeping up the good commentary. Ryan Clark, he has 150 subs, but he's been making videos for over a year. Interesting. Yeah, that's what one of my friends told me, that it takes like a while to do like a lot of subs or so. I'm gonna put in the chat for you guys. One of my best friends has a hockey channel, so if you guys are Boston Bruins fans, check out Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. That's my boy John's channel. So I'm gonna put that in the chat for you guys. So check out Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. That's my boy John's channel. He also does Boston Bruins. Sometimes he does Bruins live reaction games that he does. So definitely check that out. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. So here we are, 93-74. We are back to action with both of these teams in the last quarter. Boston with a 19-point lead. Pacers now with the ball, dribbling right side baseline. So if you guys are Boston Bruins fans, my boy John does some hockey streams in there. Big NHL fan, which he calls his channel Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to that. Indiana banks at home with Sabonis. Hits the 2-point shot inside the key. 93-76 right now. Boston, no good on the 3-point shot. And it gets rebounded by Indiana. So 93-76. We have 10:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Indiana with the ball, trying to dribble inside. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebounded by the Celtics here. They pass it to Hayward. Hayward into the lane. Floats up the shot up and in by Gordon Hayward. And he gets fouled. He'll go to the line for the and one. Gordon Hayward having quite the night for the C's right now. 95, Boston, 76, Indiana. Gonna check up to see what that point total is for Gordon Hayward tonight. Hayward leading the way off the bench again. 21 points for Gordon. Hits that free throw as well. 96-76. At the moment, Boston with a 20-point lead. Going to update you guys with the score. We have 10:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Indiana with the ball. They pass a right elbow here. Make sure to hit those like buttons, guys. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Indiana working their way inside the low post. Let's get this up to 20+ likes on the night on this video. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Pacers will retain possession with 10:14 left to go. 20-point lead by the C's. So Graydon over here saying, as a Leaf fan, I will not be mad if Brad Marchand tears his ACL. Yeah, we'll see what goes on with the Bruins as well. And I don't follow hockey as much, but that's what my friend John, he follows hockey all the time. He has that off the wall hockey YouTube channel. But Indiana laid it up and in into the lane for 2 more. 18-point lead by Boston, 96-78. Inside, and they get another one right there for Boston. Aaron Baines banks that one home, 98-78. Can you show the last minute of the game, Kyle S? Unfortunately, I cannot show the last minute of the game because if I do, I'll get my video taken down. It'll be a copyright. It's because of copyright violations, and if I do show the last minute of the game, I'll get a copyright strike. So the Celtics trying to dribble left side behind the 3-point perimeter. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, but it looks like Indiana tapped it out. So unfortunately, I will not be able to show the last minute of the game because of copyright violations if I do. So I would get a strike, and then if you get 3 strikes on your account, then you get your videos taken off from you, and you get your account taken away. So we have 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. 18-point lead by the Celtics. Ryan Clark saying you came for college, which is cool. Yeah, I've seen people do that. I was watching Indiana versus Purdue versus Virginia the last few minutes last week of that game. That's a steal by the Celtics. Tatum, oh, what a jam right there. Posterizing C's with 100. But usually those videos, when they stream the last few minutes of a college basketball game, they usually get taken down after, and they get a copyright strike. Hayward with another steal, 2-on-1 fast break, feeds that to Tatum. Tatum takes it all the way to the rack. What a game here by the Celtics. 102-80, the C's up by 22. Timeout on the court right now by the Pacers. Boston with the last 2 buckets, both of them slam dunks by Jason Tatum. 8:54 left to go in action in this one. Going to update you guys with the score. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 102-80, Celtics up by 22. So, yeah, let's try to get this to 20+ likes, guys. We're at 20 viewers as well. This is awesome. Love the support here on this channel tonight. You guys are great. So, we're currently on the TV timeout. Boston's up by 22. And this is the leading scores tonight. Everybody in the Celtics starting 5, well, actually 4 out of the players in the starting 5 have double-digit points. 2 players off the bench by Boston right now with double-digit points. Leading the way right now, Gordon Hayward, 21 points for the C's. 20 points by Jason Tatum. 17 points by Kyrie. And 3 players tied for 11 points, Al Horford, Aaron Baines, and Marcus Morris. Hit those like buttons, guys, down below. Dave Mama Glue in the chat. Say hi to the Filipinos here out in the Philippines. Yeah, thank you so much, man. That is great. Getting some love out in the Philippines here. Before you go, make sure to hit those like buttons as well. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. That is awesome. Going out to the Philippines now. JL Larigo. Ho, ho, ho. Shout out. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel, JL Larigo. You guys are awesome right now for joining me in here. So if you guys like basketball, join me back tomorrow night. Final 4 action. It'll be Michigan State going up against Texas Tech in the late game. Auburn going at it against Virginia in the first game. Make sure to hit those like buttons before you go tonight. Let's get this up to 20+ likes on the night. Let's look at these team statistics here. Boston shooting the ball 54% from the floor. Indiana at 44% from the floor. So a 10% shooting difference right now for the C's. And this one, only 8 turnovers tonight by Boston. And they forced Indiana into 10 turnovers. Celtics with a rebounding edge, 37-34 in this one. I'm going to see what else is going on. I'm going to see what's going on in the MLB as well for scores. I know Red Sox playing Diamondbacks. And, oh gosh, Red Sox are getting crushed again. Their bullpen is taking a beating. 14-3. The Diamondbacks are up in the top of the 8th against the Red Sox. Yikes. I didn't want to go on MLB scores to see that. Oh, goodness. That is not good. Not good for the Red Sox bullpen right now. Trying to pace themselves. Trying to play a full season. But Jane Bridges in the chat. Hey, sir. Good day. Watching from Taiwan. I'm Jane. Shout out here. What is up, Jane Bridges? That is awesome getting Taiwan in here. We got Asia in the chat. Philippines. Dave Mamaglue. Taiwan. Jane Bridges. I got Ecuador. Somebody from Ecuador in my chat a few weeks ago. Make sure to hit that like button. Here we are. Back to action. Shot missed by Indiana. Rebounded by Boston. 22-point lead here for the Celtics. 8:35 left to go. They have it at the top of the key with Aaron Baines. Baines puts that ball now into the hands of Marcus Morris. Passes to Hayward. Hayward passes left wing perimeter to Morris. Morris dribbles back outside. Morris takes the left elbow jumper. No good. Rebounded by Indiana. Graydon over here. Remember, I met Big Poppy in an elevator once when I was young and asked him, "Are you Big Poppy?" And he kept on denying, but I was young and kept on insisting. LOL. That is classic. Wow, that is awesome. Right now, as that shot was missed as well by Indiana, rebounded by Boston. 102-80. 8 minutes left to go. Celtics with a 22-point lead. They have it with Hayward. Left wing perimeter. Gordon dribbling left side baseline. Hayward passes that one back out on top. Celtics with the ball. Now they're trying to make their move inside. Floats it up into the key. And that one, oh, wow, they get that shot to go. And one. So Brad Wanamaker will go to the free throw line for the and one. He just floated that one randomly up in the key and got it to go. He was fouled as well. So he'll go to the line to shoot the and one. Huge lead for Boston right now, guys. 104-80. Ryan Clark, Red Sox will be 2-7. Not a great start. Yes, Ryan Clark. Not a great start at all for the Red Sox. You know what's even more disappointing for me is that I live 15 minutes away from McCoy Stadium in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. They only have 2 more years left as a AAA affiliate. Then they're moving to Worcester. So that's it for them. 105-80. Boston is crushing it right now. Boston is crushing it. Make sure to hit those like buttons, guys. Try to get me to 20+ likes on this video. We're almost there. Here we go, guys. Indiana with the ball in the key, and no good. Too strong off the backboard, but a foul call with 7:32 left to go in the fourth. Yeah, that's really sad to hear that this is it for the Paw Sox this year and last year, and then they're moving to become the Woo Sox out of Pawtucket. But hopefully because I've gone to McCoy Stadium, the home of the Pawtucket Red Sox, so many times growing up when I was a kid. Hopefully they do something with it. First shot at the free throw line, no good by the Pacers. We have 7:32 left to go in the fourth. Make sure to hit those like buttons right now. 4 more likes to 20+ likes. I've never got 20 on my video, so let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep this going. 105-80 right now. Celtics with a huge 25-point lead. Second shot at the line. Indiana does get that one. 105-81 with under 7.5 left to go. Celtics take it past the timeline with Wanamaker. Wanamaker passes top of the key here to Marcus Smart. Back to the right wing perimeter. Morris and goes to Wanamaker. Morris, right baseline jumper. No good. Rebounded by Indiana. Pacers take it past the timeline. They are down by a bunch. 105-81. 7:05 left to go. Open jumper. Indiana. No. Ooh, yeah, no good right there. Hit the top of the iron. Almost went into the bucket, but Celtics got the rebound. That was as open as you could get for a shot in this game, and Indiana missed the open jumper. Rebounded here by Boston. They have it. They pass it off to the left corner. Left corner 3. Tatum. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded by the Pacers. 6:45 left to go. Let's keep it up, guys. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Indiana with the ball with 6:40 left. They are down by a bunch of points. 105-81. They have it right side baseline, trying to back their way inside the low post jumper. Oh, no good. It was halfway into the cup. It rolled around the ring and rolled out. Rebounded by the C's. 6:20. Yeah, 6:25 left to go. Timeout on the court. Hit those like buttons, guys. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you guys like basketball, also join me back tomorrow night for Final Four. I'll be doing both of the Final Four streams for college basketball. So here we are, guys. Celtics with a huge lead at this point right now. 105-81. Make sure to bang those like buttons as well. So Celtics, what a game today. This is basically for a battle of basically a battle for the 4 or 5 seed. NBA highlights asking me, do I have a wife? Not yet, man. I'm 23 years old. I do have a girlfriend or so. So yeah, I'll be visiting my girlfriend tomorrow, but yeah, I'm too young to get married. Still got to save up and make a lot of money. Not there yet, but thanks for asking. Lonnie Harris, going to tell you now that I'm actually at the game. Oh my gosh, wow. So basically everybody must have left and you must have just been able to get inside to the game. Wow, that is crazy. No, that would not describe her. She's not that thick. Medium build, I guess, NBA highlights. But yeah, Celtics just crushing the Pacers right here. Going to look at a box score for you guys. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe to my channel as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. Her and Kelly in the chat saying, go Celtics. Great and Farrell as well. Yes, I agree with that, man. Thank you so much. And we got Billboy Herrera. Shout me. Berkeley Manzano. None. Mo. Put a gin on Mo. Classic. And Harain Kelly says, let's go Kyrie in here. Let's see. Kyrie right now in this TV timeout for the C's. Kyrie has 17 points tonight. Gordon Hayward leading the way with 11 right now for the Celtics. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button. We're almost there at 20 likes. So make sure to hit that like. Almost there. And as well, subscribe. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Awesome. I appreciate that, Harain. That is awesome. I'll be back tomorrow night. Final Four action, doing both of those games. Also doing the national title game for college basketball on Monday night. Almost there at 20. We got 17 likes. Let's keep it up right here. Still on a timeout. So Gordon Hayward having a great game again. 21 points by Hayward tonight. He had 25 points off the bench in the game against Miami on Wednesday. I am Gordon Hayward, dad. NBA highlights saying classic. That is great. Billboy Herrera, shout out me P-U-ting on a Mo. Classic. And Harena Kelly, I have to go see you tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. I already scheduled both of those streams for you guys. 6:10 tomorrow night. That one tips off between Auburn and Virginia, and then Michigan State going at it against Texas Tech. Should be a good game. Here we are, back to action. Jumper at the free throw circle. No good by Boston. Rebounded by the Pacers. 6 minutes left to go. The Pacers shooting 3 for 9 this quarter. Boston 6 for 16. Indiana at the left elbow here with Kyle O'Quinn in the game off the bench. Taking a left baseline jumper. No good. Rebounded here by the C's. It's Marcus Morris who pulls in the rebound. Celtics with the ball now in the lane. Floating up the shot and no good. Rebounded by Indiana. 5:40 left to go. Pacers with the ball trying to dribble into the lane, and they finish to the cup right there. Laying it up and in for 2 more. So Boston has the lead 105-83. We have 5:20 left to go, and that shot goes down right there by Boston. They connect with a deep 2 as they knock that down. 107-83. Celtics on all cylinders cruising tonight. That shot from behind the arc, that one goes down by Indiana. Still a huge margin here. 21-point lead by the C's. Around 5 minutes left to go in this one. Boston will move into the number 4 position in the Eastern Conference. They hand that ball off to Wanamaker. Wanamaker dribbling top of the key, passes that one off. Almost stolen by Indiana, but the ball goes out of bounds with 4:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. So 4:50 left to go. When we do get back to action, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new as well to my channel. I call play-by-play of basketball action. I'll be back with a March Madness tournament tomorrow with a Final Four. That bucket goes down for Boston as well. 109-86. We have 4:30 left to go in this one. Right baseline. Jumper. No good by the Pacers. Rebounded by Boston. Huge lead here for the Celtics as they take it past the timeline. Left wing three. No good from the outside by Boston. Rebounded by Indiana. 4:20 left remaining. Indiana takes it past that timeline. Burst of speed inside. They dish it out underneath the basket. Huge block right there by Marcus Smart underneath the net for Boston in transition. 2-on-1 fast break. Couldn't finish to the hole though. Right there was the Celtics. And it's a 3-ball in transition. Right wing. They knock it down from outside. So Indiana hits the 3-ball, but the damage has basically been done. 109-89 right here with under 4 left to play. 3:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Boston with a 20-point lead. Let's get this up to 20 likes. We're at 19 right now. Gordon Hayward is not in the game here. They're basically playing all their bench players. As that ball was stolen away, fast break transition for the Pacers. No good. Too hard off the backboard. Offensive rebound. No good. Rebounded by the C's. Yeah, they basically got all their bench players in the game right now. Going to the basket. Wanamaker knocks it down. Hits down with 111-89. Boston with their bench players out in front in this one. Timeout on the court. 3:23 left to go. Indiana calls the timeout. We'll be back to action here momentarily. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. We got me to 20. Let's get this to 25 by the end of the night. That's my next goal. 25 likes plus more subs. Let's keep on banging that like button on this channel here. Love you guys on this channel. You guys have done awesome tonight. What a game between what the Celtics have done tonight in this game. Leading the way, 22 points from the floor by Jason Tatum, 21 points by Gordon Hayward, and then Kyrie with 17, and then there's a trio of players with 11. Aaron Baines with 11, Horford with 11, Marcus Morris with 11. We have 3 players in this one who have yet to score for Boston tonight, or 4 players who have yet to score for Boston tonight. Of course, Yabusele, one of them Tice, the other. Williams as well is the other one who didn't score. Robert Williams, but not Roy, coach of North Carolina, and then Semi Ojeleye, who has not played a single minute in this game. My girlfriend's in the chat, Charisse, and yeah, sometimes we make Semi Ojeleye jokes back and forth at each other. But here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. As Indiana has the ball, they are down by a bunch. Left wing 3 from outside, no good. Boston tried to rebound it, got out of the hands though, as that was Yabusele who tried to rebound it but lost control of it underneath the net. So Indiana will get the ball here back on the inbound. This one's basically done. Celtics with around 3:07 left to go. Let's try to get this to 25 plus likes on this video. That would be awesome if you guys could do that. Make sure to subscribe as well. Floats up the shot and the key, knocks it down for the Pacers. Back to a 20-point lead here. 111-91 right now. Boston with a huge lead. We have 2:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. My previous like high was 17, I think, on Duke versus UCF, as that shot goes down by Boston, making it 113-91. So 17 likes was my previous high. Duke against UCF in the round of 32, and also the comeback game, Duke against Louisville. As we got Hearn Kelly back in the chat. Hey, thank you so much for coming back. As Indiana finishes to the bucket, they hit that shot home. 20-point lead by the Celtics right now, 113-93. 2:15 left to go. The C's take it past the timeline. The ball into the hands of Robert Williams. He passes the ball off to Wanamaker. Wanamaker back to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Left baseline. Williams inside. Banks that one home. Adding 2 more. He gets fouled as well. So Robert Williams will go to the line to shoot 1. Celtics are up by 22. 115-93. If you're new to my channel, Make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Graydon, gotta leave right now. Gonna be back for the games tomorrow. Hey, no problem. If you got, yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Turning on notifications now so he knows when I'm on. That is awesome. If you guys are new to my channel as well, make sure, if you guys like what I'm doing, make sure to turn on notifications as well. I'll be back doing 2 Final Four games tomorrow. Left wing 3, Boston, no good. Halfway into the cup right there, but rolled out. Rebounded by Indiana. They float that pass all the way up. Cross the court underneath the basket. It's a turnover by the Pacers with 1:53 left. They turned it over. So that ball went on the bounce. Boston will get it back here on the inbound. They put that ball into the hands here, right wing perimeter with Tice. Tice passes left wing perimeter. Williams to Ojale. Ojale with a bad pass inside intended for Yabusele. And looks like Indiana did try to get the steal. Let's see what happened here. 1:39 left to go in the fourth. There was a whistle on the play. Hearn Kelly, so I'm telling my friends to sub to your channel. Oh, yeah, awesome. I appreciate that. That is great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The more the merrier here on my channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Going underneath the basket and banking the shot home right there is Gershon Yabusele. 117-93, 125 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hey, no problem. This game's basically done. We have like 120 left to go, but join me back tomorrow as well. Make sure to turn on notifications if you like. If you like this channel, I'll be back tomorrow for both of the Final Four games, doing play-by-play. That was a turnover in the lane by Boston. Indiana got the ball back, trying to move in the perimeter, and they bank the shot home inside, trying to drive to the basket. I think they'll go to the free throw line to shoot one. Hey, no problem. My girlfriend has to move her car named Roxanne. That's my girlfriend in the chat, Charisse, by the way. Yeah, yeah, tomorrow we'll play some basketball as well at the Burbank School. So we'll shoot some hoops tomorrow after we go to the sculpture park. Shot goes down at the free throw line by Indiana. 117-96. Boston with under a minute left. Yeah, I meant, yeah, Sunday. Yep, because I'm doing Final Four tomorrow. I'm mixing up my days. I think that tonight's Saturday. Tonight's Friday. Sunday. But yeah, thank you so much, Hearn. Feel free to tell your friends about my channel. As Indiana was trying to dribble inside, and the ball got blocked out towards the baseline. So let's see who will control it. Boston with a 21-point lead. 117-96. And that shot goes down at the free throw line. There was a foul committed by Boston. So Indiana shooting at the free throw line. First shot goes down by the Pacers. 20-point lead here as we're under 45 seconds left to play. And second one's a miss. 107-97. Boston with the ball. And Line Harris said, I knew the Pacers were going, or I knew the Celtics were going to crush the Pacers. Yeah, I thought it would be a pretty close game, but the last 10 games for the Pacers, I think they're like 3-7 or so. They're without their star key player, Victor Oladipo, who went down. He was the leading scorer for this team, averaging just below 19 points per game. He went down with a season-ending injury in late January, but they've been 3-7 the past 10 games right now for the Pacers. But I thought it'd be a little bit closer because Boston's been having trouble closing out games. But this is a right step in the next direction here for the C's. That's for sure. As we have 5 seconds remaining, Boston got the rebound, and this one is basically over. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here to the chat. 117-97. Boston with a 20-point victory. Before you go, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. I'll be back tomorrow night, guys. 2 Final Four games. Auburn going at it against Virginia. Michigan State against Texas Tech in the late game. And then I'll be back on Monday doing the national title game for college basketball. And I should have an NBA game for you guys on Wednesday before I head out for vacation next Saturday. Thank you guys so much, though. This is the most people that I've ever had in the chat ever. This is awesome. So you guys keep up the good work here. You guys were great here in the chat tonight, doing some more play-by-play, of course. So stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to turn on those notifications if you like my channel so much so you know the next time that I go live. But we'll do a recap here. The leading players for both of these teams here in the box score. Leading the way tonight, Jason Tatum, 22 points for the C's. 21 points off the bench by Gordon Hayward. 17 points by Kyrie. 3 players with 11 points tonight by the Celtics. Those players were Aaron Baines, Al Horford, and Marcus Morris. And then for the Pacers, leading the way, 15 points by Miles Turner. 12 points by Sabonis, and 12 points as well by Evans. But Cody Trahan, about to sub and try you out, serious NBA fan. Hey, thank you so much. This is my first ever NBA stream right now. I'm going to be doing much more NBA games since basically the NCAA tournament is wrapping up. I know a whole lot more about college basketball. I don't follow the NBA as much, but I love to watch basketball whenever I have the chance or so. I know a ton about college basketball, so the majority of what I do is that I basically do college basketball, but I'll be doing the NBA playoffs now since college season is wrapping up. Anthony Acosta over here, Celtics Nation, for sure, man. Definitely out there, Celtics fan as well. Hopefully, it'll be a good postseason for the C's. Hopefully, they'll turn on this switch that they've been talking about for weeks now. But this is it, guys. Thank you so much. Before you go, make sure to give this video a like here on this channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as I do play-by-play of basketball action. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Join me back. Final Four tomorrow night. Virginia against Auburn. Michigan State going at it against Texas Tech. And then Monday night, I'll be back with the national title game. NBA, most likely on Wednesday. Thank you so much, guys. You guys were awesome in the chat. This is awesome. Shout out before I go to ILL Eagle Alien. You guys are awesome here on the channel. Gonna wrap it up for you guys tonight. This has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Boston Celtics winning big tonight. Now the number 4 seed in the Eastern Conference over Indiana tonight, 117-97.